What's up, Packer backers? Welcome, Cheeseheads. Me and Cody back again. Potentially biggest game of the year. Packers Titans in snowy Lambeau Field tonight. Did you see that
Get
snow tonight?
hype, baby. This game I've been looking forward to all week, man. I've I'm almost excited about this as Christmas, maybe more so. This is the closest we're getting to playoff football until the tournament actually starts. So we're gonna find out a lot about this team tonight.
So the snow really throws a huge dynamic dynamic into this game plan. I think a little bit. So I think Rodgers will be able to throw the ball a little bit, but maybe not as freely as he would like. Uh, I'm almost a little worried about it becoming like a running type game, and whether that's going to really benefit the Titans or not. So Jamal Williams is out tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and Aaron Jones, no official injury designation, but earlier in the week he was on the report. So we may be seeing more of AJ Dillon than we have to this point in the year. Having said that, though, um, I know the conventional wisdom is that bad weather favors running and defense, but really, I don't know, man. In my personal experience, most of the snowy games I've seen, it seems to favor the offense. Footing is a little less sure. They've got that split second of knowing where they're going, and the defenders have to react. I think as long as there isn't a lot of winds, I almost chalk up the weather as a positive for us. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's going to be the game plan right
Hmm.
there. Is it needs to be Aaron Rodgers putting up points early so that we can shut Derrick Henry out of this. Because if we let him take over, I don't want to see our defense trying to tackle in the snow.
No, I tell you what, this is probably the easiest game plan Tennessee's had to come up with all season long. Like you just walked in on Monday morning and be like, "All right, boys, we're gonna hand the ball to Derrick Henry every first and second down, and probably on every third and short as well. And we'll sprinkle a couple passes in there, here and there, just keep them honest. But you know what? It almost makes me wonder if they're gonna like try to do a little trickery and come out actually trying to throw it. Now, I think that's a terrible game plan on their part if they try doing that. But I almost wonder if like everyone thinks that they're gonna run it so much that they try to like catch them off guard and throw it early,
Yeah,
like a
I
deep
mean,
bomb to like because they got some good receivers, man. They got Corey Davis and they got um
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. I mean, don't sleep on them. So
Yeah, I mean, actually, I was gonna say, I think that this game, this Titans team is probably gonna be our best, most approximate test for if we make the Super Bowl and face the Kansas City Chiefs.
mhm,
Because right now the Titans, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they have the highest scoring offense in the NFL.
mhm,
Everyone thinks about the run game, but Ryan Tannehill is nothing to sneeze at. He's got like 31 touchdowns, five
mhm,
interceptions. Um, AJ Brown and Corey Davis, both really good deep threats. They're both approaching 1,000 yards receiving this year. I mean, this when I look at the playoff field, this Titans offense is probably the closest thing that we would see to the Kansas City offense
yeah,
in that they've got speed, they put up
mhm,
points, they've got a transcendent player that can take over games. Um,
mhm,
and it's kind of interesting because you look at the NFC and it's really much more of a defensive gauntlet that we're
mhm.
gonna have to go through. But yeah, man, this Titans game, I'm so excited because this is gonna be the first real playoff test we've had.
In a while.
Yeah, I mean Colts was probably the last game, and
Yeah,
and that went overtime, and frankly we should have won that, but we
should have
didn't.
won it. We we frankly have not played really great against the playoff teams this year. I mean, Colts we should have won it, but it was a close game. It's expected, I guess, for a good playoff team. The Bucks we got embarrassed by them, and the obviously our other losses against Minnesota there, who we should have won that game as well, but um and then you kind of got to go all the way back to like the Saints in the beginning of the year is the last time we faced like any like
Yeah, man, and the
playoff
Saints have
teams.
looked a hell of a lot better
Yeah,
since that
since then
game.
that defense is
Um,
way better. So
yeah, I still think if Drew Brees has to come to Lambeau with those broken ass ribs and his old arm,
mhm.
I don't think it's going to go well for them. But their defense is something fierce. But man, this don't you just love seeing snowy Lambeau Field?
I sure do.
We've even got fans in the stands. Looks like
I
they've
know.
got
Let some
limited
in.
number. And
So we're
we're
starting with the
receiving
ball
kickoff.
first. Yep. I just got so to sync us up. That's out of bounds.
Yep,
Nice.
yep. They kick out of bounds, so we'll be starting at the 40.
Also looks like we're kind of in sync on our broadcast. So
The
nice.
wind does look pretty visible out there.
Yeah.
So, Coach Perello, what's the first play you're calling here?
Run. I'm gonna run it. Right up the middle. Establish that tone of the game. Try to beat them at their own game, almost
Yeah.
type thing. The snow does look like it's dissipated a little bit. So, but yeah, I can see the wind kind of blowing a little bit. It's cold. It's really cold. Um, now is Corey Lindsley back out there? We activated him.
I do believe I see him.
I do. So
Which,
wow.
man,
All right.
I'm a little surprised you've got a cold game with wet, snowy conditions.
And it
And
was a knee
frankly, the
injury.
Tennessee pass rush, they're literally worst in the league for sacks. They have 14 sacks on the year. I
I
almost
think they
think
must
give
they must really want this game, man.
yeah. Well,
All right, here we
Rodgers in the
go.
shotgun and run up the gut, just like you said.
I like it. I like it. Even if it doesn't gain a big amount of yards, just kind of gets us something positive. Start the game off. I'm all
Yeah,
about starting
honestly,
the game with something
that
positive.
snap looked a little bit high.
Mm.
There might be. I'm pretty sure that was Lindsley lined up at center, so maybe there's a little bit of rust from the time he's had off. Yes, he is in the lineup.
All right.
Interesting. We are keeping Billy Turner at right guard, Rick Wagner at right tackle. We've pulled Lucas Patrick from the starting lineup.
All right. It's very interesting. You know what? It's probably the route I would want to go to, though. I think. Nice. Good catch, Davante.
That was kind of a bad pass by Rodgers, though.
Yeah.
Davante should have had more room to run if Rodgers put it on his outside
It was
shoulder.
kind of a lame duck throw a little bit too. Like you gotta be careful with those.
Yeah, a little bit of wobble on it.
Yeah.
We're close to the first down here. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to us. I think he's probably just short. Oh, they give it. They give it 1st and 10. All right.
Another run. Come on.
I don't know. They just switched Jones into motion. Okay, Rodgers to Davante picks up about 8.
Okay.
That Tennessee pass defense not very good. They rank in the
Yeah.
high 20s for yardage allowed.
Mhm.
Like I said, they're last in the league for sacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wonder if this is going to be a very pass heavy game.
Because of that, I think this is one of them games. It's like imperative to get out to a quick start. You want to get out to a quick start with Tennessee. You don't want them to like start to control the game and then get Henry going and then like control the clock and then you trying to like play catch up. You want them to play catch up to you.
They should run the ball here. Okay. There
And
we
we
go.
do.
There
and
we
we got
go.
first. Yeah.
Picks
First
up about 8,
down.
9 yards on that. Tennessee, they were playing off there. They looked like they only had 6 in the box. So I'll take that run all day long.
Right.
Like,
man, how good is Elton Jenkins? How good is Elton
dude,
Jenkins?
look at Bakhtiari out there too, pushing his
Yeah.
man 5 yards up the field.
Welcome back, Corey Lindsley, getting a nice little block. So Tennessee's got that stud that they took last year. I forgot his name.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yep, Simmons would have been a top 10, top 5 pick if it wasn't for a torn ACL, and they got him at like 19.
Rodgers takes the
Good
dump
play.
off to the
I like it.
fullback.
I like
First
it. And you get a
down.
first down. I love it. So we got a Daphne. We just called him up from the practice squad. So Daphne looks like we are committed to the run today, dude. We got an actual fullback on the roster for this game.
Dude, as a former fullback myself, I got to say that Daphne fellow has got to be ecstatic. Getting brought up from the squad and he catches a first down and
on the first drive.
That's
Yeah.
about as much as you can expect as a fullback.
Right. No glory for that position, I tell you.
Guys who play that
Selfless.
position, you just like hitting people.
Yeah.
That's why you play fullback. Rodgers, empty backfield.
All right, hey, we're in the red zone. This has been a pretty good drive so far.
Okay, we've shifted. Jones moved from out wide. He is behind center now. Toss.
Come
Nice
on, come
blocking.
on,
Nice
come on, come
blocking.
on, come on.
Okay, probably about 5 yards or
Good
so.
hard running. Good hard running.
We're moving the ball well, man. Like you said, it is absolutely imperative that, we can't be settling for field goals here. This is a touchdown game. We need to put Derrick Henry out of it early.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns showed that blueprint a couple weeks back, and even in that game where they were up like 25 points at the half, Tennessee nearly
Came
clawed their way
back.
back into it.
And Tennessee's proven that no matter how much they're down, they're not going to abandon the run. They're still going to hit like pound the rock with Henry, and they
I
did
bet you
that.
Rodgers goes Adams here.
Oh yeah, I thought you had him.
Oh, wait,
That
is that
works.
Lazard? First down.
Hey, don't fight for anything extra. You're good. You got that first down. Just go down. All right. Hey man, we had in between this play, Pro Bowl rosters, seven Packers made the Pro Bowl this year.
Should
Any
have been 8,
surprise?
man.
Yeah, I was gonna say any surprise snubs.
Robert Tunyon.
Yeah,
Dude is
I was
leading
gonna
the league
say
in touchdowns right now from tight
from
end
tight end
position.
position.
Um, and I think they put an Evan Ingram above him, who has 1 touchdown catch on the year.
Yeah, he's been terrible, but it kind of goes to show it's a popularity contest too.
Oh, come
Oh,
on, man.
come on!
All right. All right.
Yeah, touchdown!
Jeez, I was nervous there. They go with that little bubble screen to Adams, and it looked like he had nowhere to go. But he turned
He's
it
good.
upfield and dove for that
God,
touchdown.
God, is he good?
Last week was the first time in 8 games he got shut out of the touchdown, out of the end zone. Well, it didn't take long for him to score this time. He's back on track.
I love it, dude. That's the start we needed.
I could
Love
see
it.
this being a big game for Davante.
Yeah. No
Crosby
way.
misses the extra point. Come on, man. I think that's his second or third missed extra point this year. He
And
hasn't missed a field goal.
we don't need you to be hitting a little bit of a slump going into these playoffs, dude. Come on.
Interesting fact right now, we're carrying both a punter and kicker on our practice squad. That's
Yeah.
almost unheard of.
COVID.
Yeah, that makes sense. Geez, dude, did you see that the Browns' entire wide receiver room got wiped out from COVID and they lost to the Jets today? The Jets have officially played themselves out of the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes.
That's why. So they just want like playoffs so soon. Something happens where Crosby gets COVID, like a couple days before the game. They want to have somebody already in the house that they can just call right up and maybe has some familiarity. Like they get their guy that they want instead of just literally sign like a street free agent, like a true street free agent. So I get it. Let's hope that they're never needed. But I understand the move. So
I wonder if they're separating the quarterbacks room too.
I hope so. I hope so. As far as I'm concerned, Rogers should just be calling in from home. Like just fucking zoom in, buddy. Just fucking zoom in.
That's one advantage of being in Green Bay, where there's not exactly a lot to do compared to a
Mm-hmm.
big city. Is if we do secure this first round bye, um, guys in New York and LA and all those big cities, they might be inclined to go out and celebrate a little bit. Guys in Green Bay will probably have less COVID issues
Yeah.
than some other teams might.
Um,
Speaking of LA, I saw, interestingly enough, with them losing to the Seahawks today and the Bears winning, if Arizona beats LA next week and the Bears beat us, LA would fall out of the playoffs and the Bears take their place. Bears and Cardinals.
it's interesting. That would be interesting.
Dude, and
So you're
honestly,
saying there's a
Chicago's been playing pretty hot the past few weeks. Um, competition hasn't been great. I still don't think I almost want to see Chicago make the playoffs just because it probably means they have to commit money to keeping Trubisky and Nagy, and they're not
I've
going anywhere with those two.
I saw a headline today that if Chicago makes the playoffs, that re-sign Trubisky's not off the table. Like they could re-sign him. So, well, you got to think about like they make playoffs. It's like that draft pick's going to be in the 20s. Like what? Who are you going to get? Like
Dude,
who
honestly,
you
I think
going to
if they
get?
make the playoffs, they probably roll Trubisky and Nagy again,
Probably.
and I think that's good for Packers fans, man.
Yeah.
Like that is just a mediocre relationship where they
Hmm.
can win enough games, but they'll never be real contenders.
It sounds a lot like Packers of the last 20 years.
All
All
right,
right.
so Titans take the kickoff. Looks like they got up to about the 30 or so. Okay, so they're showing that star-studded offense right now. Derrick
Corey
Henry, AJ
Davis
Brown, Corey
3.
Davis,
Yeah,
Devin
look at
Smith.
that. Those are some pretty high ranked guys in that line. Ben Jones, Saffold.
Yeah, kind of an underrated line, but they've been pretty solid all year. And they're gonna run the ball down our throat to start, man. They're starting in a heavy box.
Oh yeah. Oh, almost a jump by Kiki. Nope, that wasn't Kiki. That was Lowry.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Preston Smith containing the edge,
Love it.
wrapping up maybe a half-yard gain.
Now I want to see who's inside linebacker for us today. Is it Barnes? So he's kind of like won this job, kind of going into these
He's
playoffs.
earned it, man.
Yeah, he played great last week. Great. He only played like 30 snaps till he got poked in the eye and he was out for the rest of the game. Should be back out there, I'm hoping. And more interesting news, Kirksey's kind of fallen down to like number 3 on that depth chart.
Dude, that's where he belongs. Barnes and Martin have outplayed him.
Come on.
Okay,
All right.
so we stop Henry
All right.
for maybe
All right.
4 or 5. It's going to be a third and mid-distance.
Yeah, Kirksey's got to be let go after this year, I would imagine.
Dude, if we can get a 3 and out and go put
Big.
up another
Yeah, big.
touchdown, that's what I'm
So what do you
talking
do
about.
here? Do you keep feeding this ball to Henry again? It's about 3rd and 4?
Dude,
3rd
they
and
pulled
5?
Henry
Oh,
out.
they pulled him.
They're passing.
All
It's
right.
3rd and 5.
All right. Who's in there from? Is that Deion Lewis?
Oh, let's see here.
Come on.
Come on. Oh.
Damn.
Dude, Tannehill threaded the needle on that,
Yeah.
man. That was tight
Hey,
coverage. And
he's an underrated quarterback. He's an underrated
who was
quarterback.
that? I didn't see the receiver he got to, but yeah, man, that's Tannehill. He can step up and make plays when needed. He just fires a laser in there. Sullivan was in coverage.
They tried to
close.
Yeah, they tried to pull up that ball. Close. They tried.
Yeah, Savage came in there at the last second trying to.
All right. Ball's already in Packer territory, past the 50. Probably a run to Henry here again.
Play action.
I was literally just going to say play.
Tannehill going on the run.
I was literally just going to
That's
say
another
play
thing,
action could
man.
be a issue.
He's got some legs that he's not really known for his athleticism, but he can take off with the ball when needed.
He's not known for his athleticism as rainbow, but he can do it. He was a wide receiver in college, so.
Dude, it is just amazing to me the transformation he's had as a player, leaving Miami and coming to Tennessee. Maybe it was just playing on all those bad Miami teams. It was just too much pressure on him, but you put some other playmakers around him, and he has flourished.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. That is not what I like to see, man. Derrick Henry, he was about to be in the secondary, and Savage came in and put a nice lick on him, wrapped up well. But, dude, I just got the sense that we were about to see a stiff arm and a 25-yard gain.
Man, he's so good at stiff arms. That was a good hit by them. They have to. I mean, we have to fly the ball in this game. We have to fly the ball. We have to hit him early, slow him down before he gets ahead of steam, and just gang tackle him. 2 guys on him like at all times. Because this might be another run here again, I bet. Yep. Yeah. It's no secret what they're going to do. This guy's going to have 30 plus. He's already got five carries, I think, on this first drive. Yeah, they're gonna ride the hell out of Henry in this game.
Yeah, man. This is a
Tennessee
Derrick Henry
football.
football game.
This is
Snowy
yeah.
December. It's interesting when you look at his stats and how much he picks up his game in December and January.
Yeah, think about the playoffs last year when he went on that playoff tear with his with the rushing. He's the one that
Ooh,
nice.
Savage with a nice pass break up there.
He's really the one that carried them into the AFC Championship. Really,
Dude, there
those
was a game where
games.
Tannehill had like 8 pass attempts the entire
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Because he didn't need to do anything. It was just positive play every single time he touched the ball.
Dude, that was excellent coverage by Savage, and he gets the pass break up, and this puts them in a 3rd and 6. Um, I know we talked a lot about Savage being invisible for most of the year. About the past month or so, he's really turned it on.
Yeah, he's played better. I mean, he's still a really young player, so he's only in his second year. Hopefully, he takes a nice big jump next year. That's
Dude,
my
it took Nick
expectation for
Collins
him.
that long. Ooh, bring in the heat.
Come on.
Dude, that was Savage. That was Savage coming in on the blitz, and he forced the early throw. Tannehill has nowhere to go.
I
And
don't think they're in field goal range either. I think they got a punt.
they're going to be right on the border there, but the weather is going to play a factor here.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this,
That's
man.
that's
Bringing in
that's
a
the most
blitz.
aggressive I've seen Patton in a long time. Patton called a safety blitz on 3rd down.
Dude,
When's the last time you seen Patton call a safety blitz?
seriously, do you remember a few weeks back, 3, 4 weeks back, LaFleur started calling out the defense in press conferences. He didn't like outright say Patton's job is on the line, but he's like, this ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
And then the players, they spoke to Patton saying we got to simplify things. Guess what, man?
Yes.
Over the last month or so, our defense has been playing a hell of a lot better.
We have. It's funny how, a little almost fear of losing your job makes you coach. Not like you shouldn't have been doing it from the beginning, but
Well, dude, that's a good start. We forced the punt. We're
yeah.
gonna get the ball back at the 20. If we can go put up another touchdown, we're in
So
business.
so stopping Derrick Henry is no light feat. He gets better as the game goes on, and it's a good start. But I would say it's imperative for us to have not just have scoring drives, but have long, slow, sustained offensive drives, just to keep not only to eat that clock up, but also to keep our defense as fresh as possible in that second half. I mean, it's not easy trying to like take down a guy like Derrick Henry and get around those offensive linemen who are big boys themselves. So
Yeah, and I mean, you raise a good point that Derrick Henry, he does get stronger as the game goes on and the defense wears down, gets tired. Um, it's going to be really important that we play a full game here. I mean,
mhm,
that's kind of been one of the biggest black marks against the Packers
mhm,
is struggling to put together full 4 quarters. If we'd done that against Indianapolis, we would have won. We
yeah,
dominated the first
yeah.
half. So we can't do anything where we play a half of football. Because Tennessee has shown they're capable of making a comeback.
This is a statement game for us, especially going into the playoffs. Like we need to prove, like the players need to believe in themselves that they can not just beat good playoff teams, but do it in a dominant fashion. I mean, we are a 1 seed right now, but it just even as a Packer fan, I'll be rational. I'll say it doesn't feel like a 1 seed team though. Like I just like we're good. We're absolutely really good, and we're certainly worthy of winning our division and being a playoff team. But I don't know. It just I've seen some dominant Packer offenses before in teams, and it just doesn't seem like this is it. But I mean, stats show that this is like Rodgers' most like one of his best statistical seasons ever. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
it's definitely the offense has been pretty lethal. I do think as Lazard continues to recover from his core surgery that's going to play a big role. Um, I think MVS, honestly, I think MVS is going to be the X factor in the playoffs. If he has good games, I think
Mhm.
we're going to the Super Bowl. If he has bad games, we probably have an early
We
exit.
need him. We need him to take that top, stretch the defense, take the top off, and you know he doesn't gotta be like a world burn, but at least come playoff time, at least one big play out of him every game in the playoffs.
Ooh, hand off to AJ Dillon. He got met behind the line, got
Yeah.
maybe a yard out of it.
So he's a big boy. Just looking at him there, he's going to see probably the most carries he's had all season long. He definitely seems like one of those running backs where he needs to get ahead of steam before he can be really effective. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
and
him try to like juke that guy, and
yeah,
it took him a
if
while
you
to get
notice on
going.
that play, I wish I had a better view of the blocking because he
Mhm.
started out left and then he changed direction in the backfield. Um, I'm wondering if he had poor vision there or if it was just completely stuffed and he had to change
Kept
direction.
him out there. Kept him out there. Let's see. Now his knock's always been pass pro.
He goes out on a route. Rogers running
Get down. Get
first
down. Get down. Get down. Get
down.
down. Get down.
First down, baby.
Fucking scaring me, dude.
Rogers knows what's on the line in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I say that, I want to be perfectly clear. We're not talking about the 1 seed here. We can wrap up the 1 seed if we beat Chicago next week. And if we win tonight, it still doesn't guarantee we have the 1 seed. What's on the line here is proving that we can beat a playoff caliber team. We've not played many playoff caliber teams this year.
Tennessee could
And
go to the Super Bowl.
yeah,
They could. They
it's
got team to do it.
all right. We got to run to Dylan.
He just tripped over Jenkins. Fell over Jenkins. Wow. I've impressed. LaFleur's kept Dylan and
Yeah,
this whole drive.
honestly, this is the most sustained Dylan action we've seen all season.
Man, he
Usually,
looks
you might get a
big.
carry and then they
He
pull
looks
over.
like a fullback, man. He just looks like a fullback out there.
Dude, he's got speed though.
I know. He looks like, man, he just looks like Eddie Lacy back there again.
Dude, Prime Eddie Lacy was pretty dang good.
I know Prime Eddie Lacy was good. Just had one too many double cheeseburgers, man. He had to go in the P90X, dude.
Oh, come. Oh, all right. Oh,
Caught it. Good job, Tavon, but almost would have been better to just drop that though.
yeah. See, if he had made a clean catch there instead of jumbling it, he probably would have been able to juke that defender and
Oh.
had some room. So we're looking at a 3rd and 10 now. That was actually a loss of a yard on that catch. This is a big down right here. Like, this is a very big down for Tennessee. Would not surprise me if they bring pressure.
But they do. Look at them linebackers. You know all four of those fronts are blitzing. Oh, they sent one back.
Oh, all right. Dylan catches
Caught
a
it.
screen. Shit.
No, we're
Nowhere
going
to
to
go.
punt it back.
Dude, that was a design screen, and it was a bad one. We are not good at running screens.
Not since Favre and Lamont Green.
Dude, I hate week in and week out. I'll watch other teams, and I'll see when they run a screen, they got 2, 3 offensive linemen out in front of them, room to go. There was one guy out in front of Dylan. Everyone else they were way too far out of the play. They were 15
I don't
yards
know
down the field
why.
already.
I don't
You
know
need
why
more
we're not good at
patience.
screens. We have. Oh, yeah!
Automatic first down. What was that penalty? Did they call roughing the passer?
Yes. Show replay.
So I didn't even see it. Well, shit. I mean,
That
I
was a
guess I'll
late
take it.
flag. That was a real late flag. Yeah. Rushing the passer.
All right. I mean, I'll
Roughing the
take it.
passer. Wow. Wow. Did we need that?
They're gonna run this ball right now.
I
You
would.
got to settle the offense down. Just give
Right
Dylan
up
the
the middle.
ball.
Right up the middle. Good run, too. Come on.
Yeah. That's some tough running.
See, that's what he can give our offense.
Dude, he just ran through 2 arm tackles,
I
picked
know.
up 7 yards.
I don't see AJ Dillon ever being like Derrick Henry good, but he can be a very effective back, I think. Almost like I've seen him kind of like as like a Jerome Bettis. He can be like a Jerome Bettis runner. No, it's like no, Jerome Bettis is a Hall of Famer.
A Hall of Famer?
Yeah, no, it's no, it's like real lofty, but
Dude, Derrick Henry, he actually started the first couple years of his career were pretty slow.
I know. Good play.
Man, Lazard fighting for those yards.
I love
Picks
it.
up an extra 3.
I think you're about 2 or 3 seconds ahead of me, just slightly,
Dude,
but not enough.
Barrett had Lazard dead to rights there, and he just
Mhm.
out muscled him, picks up an extra few yards.
No, we really haven't talked about their Tennessee defense too much. They have some. We mentioned Jeffrey Simmons, but they have some real good playmakers. They have Rashawn Evans, who got obviously flagged on that play, fast linebacker, real good, real physical. Kevin Baird, the safety there, could be the
Logan
best
Ryan.
safety in the league. Yeah,
Um,
Logan Ryan,
Dude, honestly, I'm really surprised with the players on that.
Tunyon,
Big Bob
yeah,
Tunyon, easy
yeah,
first, easy
eat
first.
baby, keep going,
That's probably 20 yards.
get down.
I like that play call. Dude, every time that we hit Tunyon on those just like little just like crossers, like he's like crossing across the field almost at the line of scrimmage. Um those plays are almost always positive for us.
Mhm, mhm.
Uh but yeah, as I was saying, man, with the players on that Tennessee defense, I'm surprised that they rank as low as they do this year.
Right. Yeah. Especially with having a defensive-minded coach too.
Dude, they had a good defense last year, and really the only guy they lost was Clowney.
I know.
Rogers
Oh boy.
smartly throws the ball away.
Yeah, man. Didn't
Just
really love
under
that, but
pressure, he just got rid
yeah.
of it.
You all right, dude?
You know, dude, I don't know if I like this decision to keep Billy Turner at right guard and Rick Wagner at right tackle.
I'm fine with it.
Dude, Billy Turner, he had a rough year at right guard last year. We bumped him out to tackle this year, and he started playing at a top-notch level.
Yeah.
And Lucas Patrick, he was playing real solid at right guard, man.
He was you know what, I bet I didn't go through and watch coach's tape. I bet they saw something on tape. Rodgers got hit a lot last week.
Dude,
Nice. Good
Dylan
job,
picking up
Dylan.
9 yards
He was
there
he was sacked a lot last week, dude.
5 times.
Yeah, more than he has all year. I don't know who's at fault. I think we briefly mentioned it because you didn't get a chance to watch the game. So that was one of the questions you asked me was who was at fault. I still haven't really gotten a chance to go back and watch that on tape. I don't. It very well could have been Lucas who kind of gave up a couple of those, but really nice seeing Dylan getting the carries that he's getting here. Um, good first quarter. Good
Dude,
first
I think
quarter.
this has already been the most action Dylan's gotten all year
Oh
in
yeah,
this first quarter
yeah.
alone.
He's gotten almost as many carries as Derrick Henry has. I
Dude,
would
actually,
say.
I got to take a look. I want to see the stats already for this first quarter. Dylan's been running pretty good, man.
Hmm. Yeah.
And we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 1 when we come
He's
back.
probably averaging around like 3.5 yards per carry. I would guess right now. So, um, if Rodgers has a multiple touchdown game tonight, I think he could kind of put himself solidify and lock down that MVP
Dude,
tonight.
Mahomes had
Maybe
another rough game. He threw an
two
interception.
touchdowns and one pick, and he almost had like 2 other interceptions too that he was lucky and got like the defender just dropped them. He should have had like 3 picks today. He should have had 3 picks today.
Dude, honestly, he's been playing kind of sloppy lately.
A little bit. I mean, he's really kind of like Tyreek Hill is really bailing him out on some of like the last 5-6 weeks. He's just been a monster for him. But yeah, and then obviously it doesn't hurt to have Lily like a top wide receiver in a tight end's body in Travis Kelce, and you just dump it to him constantly when you need a first down. But
Yeah, so taking a peek at the stats here, AJ Dillon 4 carries for 17 yards, 4.3 average.
nice,
I
even
think
better.
his career high might be 28 or 31 yards. So he's well on his way to passing that. Aaron Jones, he's only got 3 carries so far for 20 yards, so 6.7 average. Rogers has only had a single incompletion this entire game so far, and that was the throwaway actually. So, dude, we're cruising right now.
I love it, and I think we're in the red zone right now, so
Yeah, third
let's
and
get
one in the red zone.
let's get another touchdown out of this. Would you go for 2? Try to get that 14 points back?
I wait until later in the game when you know you need
Okay.
it.
All right.
Plus, you don't want to. You also have to worry about the psychology of the kicker. If you suddenly
True.
go for 2 that early, you
Yeah.
telling him you don't have confidence in them.
Yeah, kickers are weird people. You know, they can you can You psych him out a little bit. So we talk routinely about getting back to Lambeau again. It's been 10 years, I think, since we've been.
Yeah.
There's a whole Titletown district now that we have never experienced. So I would love to experience the whole like Titletown district, all the stuff that they built over the last 10 years there. So it's a whole experience now.
Yeah, man. They've Aaron Rodgers has been making this team a lot of money over the last 10 years, and they have invested it. So we're back, 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go.
Do we got Jones in the
Big
backfield, or
play.
are we
We
still
got Dylan. We got Dylan.
play
We
action?
throw.
Rodgers
We're going to the end
slings it.
zone. Touchdown, St. Brown.
There we go, baby. EQ catching the touchdown. Rodgers is a killer, man. He's gonna find that single coverage, and he's gonna throw a dart. I think the only way to beat this Aaron Rodgers team right now is to put him under duress. You need to get pressure
I
at
was
the
gonna
4-man
say.
rush.
Look at that protection though. Like as good as a throw that was from Rodgers to St. Brown, that doesn't happen unless that line holds up. They sent some dudes down the middle on that, and the line blocked everyone.
Dude, Bakhtiari is out there just fighting the Titans defenders, pushing them 15 yards down the field.
Oh, we are going for 2.
All right, going for 2.
What
I'm
do you do here?
surprised, man. You don't need these points yet.
What do you do? We run?
They give it to
We do.
Jones.
He's in.
Oh,
He's in. He's in. No, he's not.
I don't think he got it, man.
Yeah, he's short. It's so hard with the snow. Nope, he doesn't get it. Dang. All right, this could come back on us. And he's gimping. Jones is
Yeah, I don't know
limping.
if I like that call.
Do you think? I wonder if Jones was limping before, and that's why Dylan got so many carries.
Yeah, I mean, he was on that injury report earlier this week.
Like this could be like a featured AJ Dillon game going forward. Like he could be the guy going forward. The rest of this game, who knows? I mean, I like what I've seen so far. So
I mean, I've been seeing it all season. We need to see more AJ Dillon, not because I think he's better than Jones or Williams, but realistically, if you take a running back in the 2nd round of the draft and you have both your top running backs are up for free agency next year, Gutekunst is planning for Dillon to, at the very least, be a heavily featured number 2, if not the starter. We need to see what he can do this year, man. Like, you don't want to go into next year blind and say, hey, here's the starting job.
you might see us take another running back pretty high too in the
Would not
draft
surprise me, man.
if we
I
lose.
really doubt that Gutekunst pays Jones top money. I don't think he's willing to pay a running back top dollar. And I mean, losing Jones would be a big hit. He means so much to this offense.
And we don't have anyone like him on the team currently either. It's not like taking AJ Dillon, he could be a really good back, but he's the complete opposite of what Aaron Jones is. I mean, he fits more of a Jamal Williams than he does a Aaron Jones. I mean,
I just look at Gutekunst's history, cutting Jordy, moving on from Cobb, moving on from Balaga. Like, he's shown he's willing to move on a year too early rather than a year too late. And like running backs, it's just so rarely does paying a running back work out.
yeah. I mean, even look at like Zeke in Dallas. They're talking about trading him in the offseason. He's got that huge contract. Didn't really, Dallas had their issues
I
this
don't
year,
put that
but
on Zeke though. I mean, Zeke was consistently one of the top 5 backs in the league.
well,
Then Mike McCarthy comes there, and all of a sudden he's trash. No, that's Mike McCarthy.
well, you can also point at Joe Mixon, who just got a nice contract in the offseason. And what did he do this year?
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I would have never paid Joe Mixon. He's not that good. He's okay. You don't pay money for.
I love Joe Mixon coming out of the draft. I thought he was going to be a star in the NFL when he came out of the draft. I loved him. I was like,
he hasn't lived up to that.
I
He's been
know.
solid. He's been
Yeah.
above average. But
I remember just watching his tape and I was like, oh man, it looks like his game would translate so good to the NFL. I mean, he's had some great games and stuff here and there, but yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if we really have enough cap to sign any of our really big free agents, depending on what they're asking. And that's like Lindsley or Kevin King. I always maintain I would rather have Kevin King than Aaron Jones. And I know
after the
people have
way
been
King has played this year and been injured again, I'm ready to move on, man. I don't pay money to that guy.
nice stop. Nice stop.
Yeah,
Well, Lindsley, Corey
swarming to
Lindsley's
the
number
ball.
one top center in the league, and Lindsley too. I mean, it just sucks to lose a guy like that, you know? I
Yeah,
mean,
man, and that's the thing. Like, we could really keep an elite offensive line together for Rodgers' final years. But given the
not
history of
just
this
that,
organization,
not
moving
just
on
that
from guys like,
for Love too. It's so critical. It's so
yeah,
important to have a good line for a good young quarterback
yeah.
too.
But we've shown we moved on from Balaga, we moved on from Sitton, we moved on from
Yeah,
Lang. I don't think they're gonna resign Lindsley. You know,
come
he'll be
on.
29 years old. He has had some injury history,
Hmm.
and they drafted so heavily on the interior offensive line this past year in the late rounds.
Well, maybe we don't resign any of them, and then we just kind of maybe we make a little bit of a splash in free agency and sign someone, you know. And
Yeah, I don't know.
there's gonna be some receivers on that market this year too. Who knows? Maybe we bring in
Dude,
another.
I don't want to put money toward a wide receiver. If we're gonna spend money, it should go toward our terrible defense. We got him in a 3rd and 4 here. Tannehill in the
Yes, we
shotgun,
do. Come on,
bringing pressure off the edge.
come on, get there, get to him.
Woo!
Yeah, Darnell Savage, baby. Yeah.
Dude, Darnell Savage. This kid is picking up his game. God, man, look what happens when you bring pressure. Look what happens when you bring pressure. This defense, they're peaking at the right time, man. They are peaking at the
Love
right
it,
time.
fucking love it. Attaboy, attaboy, Darnell.
Yeah, this game is on the verge of getting ugly for Tennessee.
Hey, we scored a touchdown, by the way.
We're up 3 scores.
If if we do kick a fucking extra point, or Lafleur, just give the ball back to let Crosby kick this extra point.
Dude, oh my God. How nice is it to see Darnell Savage coming on like this and making plays?
Love it. Right when we need him the most. This kid was the first defensive back taken in the draft last year. The first defensive player taken at like 21. We moved up to get him. Like he should be. If you're gonna do that, you gotta see something on tape where he's gonna be like perennial Pro Bowl type good for
Well, dude,
you.
and when you look at our secondary, obviously Jair is our hands down our best secondary player.
Mhm.
I think Savage is probably more athletic.
Yeah, he's blazing fast, man. He's like
Yeah,
four four
he can
speed.
lay the wood. Like, I've
Yeah.
seen him put on some nice hits. So it's like he's got the tools to be an elite safety. Um, we just he needs to continue to learn and grow, and we need to put him in positions to succeed.
Yeah.
I've seen him playing closer to the line of scrimmage a lot in recent weeks, and I
Hmm.
think that suits him better than being a deep guy.
I agree. Again, I try not to be too critical of him because he is in his second year. He's also dealt with some injuries already in his young
Yeah.
career, and I do remember you mentioned earlier. I fully remember Nick Collins did not really come out and flourish until like his third year in Green Bay,
I
and
mean,
he
I would
struggled
go
heavily.
beyond that. Nick Collins,
He was a late
he
bloomer
kind
for
of looked
sure.
bad in year 2. Like,
Hmm.
people were talking about cutting him. And year 3, he just blew up and he never looked back. And honestly, I think if he didn't have that neck injury, he was on a path toward a Hall of Fame career.
He was such a playmaker. He was so good. One still to this day, probably my favorite safety in Packer history, which is saying a lot because Green Bay's had some pretty good safeties, including Leroy Butler,
Yeah.
Herb Adderley. I mean, we had some really good safeties, but Nick Collins just, I don't know. Nick Collins just hit different. All right, 1st and 10.
Empty backfield on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Wow,
Come
that
on.
line is holding up all day.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Want to throw a flag there? Jones is hurting.
Jones? Dude,
Jones is hurting.
That was a late hit on Aaron Jones. The pass.
Oh, is this Rashawn Gary that got pressure on him and caused this?
No. They brought in Sullivan off the edge.
No,
So
the
it was Gary and Sullivan
replay.
were coming on the left.
Okay. Rashawn Gary has taken a nice step forward this year.
Dude, I want to see Rashawn Gary go do some jiu-jitsu or something in the offseason to work on his hands.
His hands, yeah.
Because if he learns more hand skills, he could really step up his game.
Oh, nice. I like that call.
Oh, man.
I don't like that spin move, though.
Carrying him.
I love it, but I don't love the spin. Dude, you're such a big guy. Just keep running, dude. You don't need to spin.
Dude, I mean, he carried the defender probably an extra 4 yards. That was a nice, probably 14, 15-yard gain there on the draw.
I love it.
We haven't seen a lot of draws this year.
Jones is hurt, man. Jones is hurt bad.
Jones, I'm not sure if that was from the hit he just took or like you said, on the 2-point attempt, he kind of came up limping there.
Do you
Ooh, I like that play design.
I like that call.
Who got that catch?
Call.
Austin.
Yeah, Tavon.
Austin. You get a fast, explosive guy on the move, easy little dump off pass, probably 6 or 7 yards.
So if we win this game, I know it's still early, but let's just, hypothetically say that we do. We're not guaranteed a number 1 seed. We win out, we do. But given, Jamal Williams hurt, Aaron Jones hurt, do you just kind of feature A.J. Dillon in week 17 and just try to give our other 2 backs like 2 full weeks to get themselves ready for a push?
And Dillon just took a shot there and
stood
up and fell forward. He's running tough right now. I honestly think it depends on how Dillon does this game. Rogers rushing up. I think he caught him with 12.
Did we get one? Why do they call stop the play now? That's bullshit.
Wait, what the hell did they just do?
They said the refs said that they weren't ready, so the play doesn't count.
Oh, I'm sorry, refs, that you're not paying attention to the game. Aaron Rodgers clearly is.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit. That should have been a first down. Rodgers caught him 12 on the field, and the refs weren't doing their job. We're looking at a 3rd and 3. I think there's going to be pass here.
I think so too. I want the ball in Rodgers' hands. They're gonna drop some back. They don't. We run, and he breaks through. Hey,
Dillon he might be having a coming out game here. And like I was saying before that bullshit action by the refs, I think it all depends on how Dillon plays this week. If he plays lights out, yeah, maybe we do shut Jones down next week. But make no mistake, next week, like, we're going to be playing for the number 1 seed. Like, it's
playing for the 1 seed, and it's not even like we're playing, like some scrub team. The Bears always play us tough, even when they're
and they've been
super
playing
shitty.
Really well lately.
Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah! Oh!
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Touchdown number 2 to Davante. Dude, that ball was perfectly placed. Like, he floated that in such a way that I thought it was going out of bounds, but he just dropped it right in for Adams to catch up. Like, he had the hang time on it where Adams just caught up to it and it, like, floated right in at the sideline. Dude, my God, that is special.
I almost would have killed
Oh, let's show us the signature. Oh, yep, there it is. Signed Davante Adams jersey. You gonna wear that puppy when we go back to Lambeau?
I might. If it's not in the shadow box, like by then.
All right, man. Well, that's Davante Adams back with a vengeance, 2 touchdowns already. A.J. Dillon, I'm pretty sure he now has his career high in rushing yards, and we're up 19-0. Doing a pretty damn good job of taking Derrick Henry out of this game.
Yeah, they're still gonna run the ball though. They're still gonna feature him, but he
they're
hasn't broken anything yet.
They're going to keep running the ball. If we score again, they're gonna have no choice but to pass.
Yeah. Hey, let's. They say turnovers come in bunches. Let's have this be one of those games where we just kind of like have turnovers in bunches. We haven't really had one yet. Like we had a game where we had, I think, 2 picks, but other than that, we haven't had like a complete turnover dominant game like in a while, I would say. So.
Well, dude, honestly, we just haven't had many turnovers. Period. This year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, man. It's really been this last month or so. Something has changed in the defense. Between LaFleur and the players, like the comments lead me to believe that Patton has been forced to make some changes, and hopefully he sees that it's working out for the good of the team.
Mm-hmm.
They're clearly playing better as of late, and playing loose and making plays. So yeah, man, let's get them in bunches. This is the statement game. We're playing Sunday night football, snowy Lambeau Field against a playoff team. People doubt how good the Packers are. They say we haven't played enough teams with winning records. They doubted us last year too, saying we didn't have enough blowout wins. It was all luck. This is the game, man. Come out and make a statement.
Well, we've done a good job of it so far. But we need to play 4 quarters of good football. Oh my God, Davante's got the crown now. That's awesome. King Davante, huh?
We've talked about
it
before.
Well, I think I just found the thumbnail for this video on YouTube.
Dude, we talked about it before. But I think based on the way he's playing this year, I would have to say Davante Adams is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Yeah, how do you argue? He has another 2 touchdowns in this game. Is he at 20? Is he at 20 touchdowns yet?
He's not at 20.
He's getting close, very close.
He's getting close. I think I want to say the second touchdown pulled him ahead of Tyreek Hill. They kind of been in a battle all year for leading touchdowns. But you got to keep in mind, Davante Adams has played, 2 less games? And also, he doesn't have the same weapons around him as that Kansas City offense.
Absolutely.
Dude, he's playing out of his mind this year.
He is the closest.
He's still young. He's still improving.
He is the closest thing to Sterling Sharp I've ever seen in this Packers offense. And we've had some good receivers come through the system since then.
I think they run here. Oh, play action. Hit him.
Yeah!
Dude, this defense, they are ready to feast. They are out there having fun right now. When's the last time you saw this defense have fun?
Like, I don't know, like 2010?
Dude, Za'Darius.
Not since BJ Raji was fucking doing the Raji dance.
Dude, how do you leave Za'Darius Smith unblocked?
I don't know.
Kenny Clark blew up his man.
So I'll give Patton this. He's done a good job getting his pass rush going, or improving the pass rush, because it used to be dog shit for a while.
Ooh,
yeah, good job, Preston.
Dude, Preston Smith,
he's coming on a little bit the last couple weeks.
Mid-season, everyone was saying, get him on the bench. Gary's got to be in there. I think he heard a lot of those press clippings and he stepped up his game. He's not been the same pass rusher he was last year, but he's been making impact plays much more consistently. Nice pass breakup.
So if Evans catches that ball, he had some. I believe he had some green field ahead of him. Where
white field ahead of him.
Yeah, white field. I was trying. If you notice, I was like hesitating. I'm trying to figure out what to say.
Oh baby, Za'Darius.
Again, I love it. And And fucking Rashawn comes in there too. What a fucking dominant first half
Dude,
this has been.
Zadarius made his man look silly there.
Mm-hmm.
Tannehill's getting frustrated right now.
How can you not? Because
Dude,
Tannehill,
Zadarius beats his guy so bad. I like that lineup. You got Gary and Zadarius lined up together, and then you
Zadarius is
toss
good
them.
inside. He is good inside. So he kind of alleviates, not having that second big guy inside because he's so good on that
For
pass
pass
rush.
rushing, at least.
Yeah, for pass rush purposes. Yeah, for sure.
Man, wouldn't this be an opportunity for the special teams to step
Yeah, come
up
on.
and make a play?
Come on, let's if we can get this ball back in Tennessee territory after this return, I'd love it.
Oh, get away from that ball. Jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna be close. Sorry, it's pretty much at
We're
the
close
50.
to midfield.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I got to say, this game is going better than I ever could have imagined so far.
That could have been a fumble, by the way.
It was close.
Z made the Pro Bowl this year, right? He was one of the 7. I think so. I think he was.
Maybe.
You
Well,
know
here, how about this? We're to that time of the game in the mid-second quarter where we usually do this. Let's make our bold predictions for the game.
Oh my God, we're doing bold predictions right now. Let's see. Would it be unfair to say AJ Dillon leads the Packers in rushing today?
I'll try to get more specific than that. I'll say AJ Dillon. Shit, man, I'm gonna get real bold. I'm gonna say AJ Dillon has his first 100-yard game and a touchdown.
All right. Davante Adams catches another touchdown.
3 in one game, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna say we have at least 1 3 and out in the third quarter.
Okay. No sacks on Rodgers. Rest of the game.
Okay. I'm gonna say Big Bob Tunyon has a touchdown catch.
All right. Where are we at right now? Is this 4?
That was 3.
All right.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you'll be starting 4 here.
Okay. We get one more interception. Second half.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be forced to pass, so they're gonna have opportunities. On that note,
This your
I'm
fifth
gonna
one, I think,
say
right?
we go with the bend don't break defense we know, and I'm gonna say Tannehill puts up over 350 passing yards.
All right. Well, my final bold prediction. Ooh, it's the most boldest of bold. Derrick Henry under 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, I mean the way the game's flowing, that's
Yeah. They're gonna
likely.
if we keep scoring, they're gonna have to get away from the run to a point. Now Tennessee never completely abandons the run like ever, but to a point they will.
I'm gonna say my final bold prediction. We end with 6 sacks.
Yeah, there's something going on with Aaron Jones because Dillon is back out there again. Nice. Love it.
Man.
So good.
Dude, that catch on the move, leaping while rotating his body, grabs the ball over top the defender for probably a 20-yard gain. Dude, he is schooling them right now.
I love it. That's your MVP right there.
He might get his 3rd touchdown on this drive.
God, did you see Alvin Kamara score 6 touchdowns on Christmas?
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
He could have had 7. Davante already 5 for 50 and two TDs.
So AJ Dillon is running tough. It does seem like he's getting hit in the backfield on a fair amount of plays, though. Like when he gets past the line of scrimmage, he's doing well. But yeah, man, he's getting hit in the backfield more than I like, especially because he like you said, he's a guy who needs to pick up steam a little bit.
Mhm.
He is turning those into positive gains, but we're looking at that was a 2 yard gain. Probably could have been more like a 6 yard gain if he hadn't got hit. So 2nd and 8,
I would, I
midway
would,
through the
I
second.
would run it with him again. Good,
Yep.
good. See,
Yeah, he falls forward, probably putting us in
now,
a
now this
3rd and
is,
2.
yeah, this is good spot to be in. Now this is where I like even in Madden when I'm playing Madden, this is where I struggle. It's like 3rd and 2. Do I fucking run or do I pass? Like I always have a hard time with this. Like it's supposed to be easy because it's so short, but I never know what the fuck to do.
I
Third and
think they
three.
probably go play action here with an easy kind of dump off pass available. Wouldn't surprise me if they look for Tunyon on another one of those shallow crossers. 3rd and 3. They
Come on,
run it.
we do run it, and there he
Oh,
gets it. He
dude,
gets it
he carried half the Titans team.
with this
He's
line that
getting
we
fired
have.
up.
With this line that we have, and with a running and with a dominant runner like Dylan, we could have a dominant running game with the lineup that we have in there.
Dude, we debated this earlier in the season on short yardage, and I think you had said that Jones has such a nose for the end zone. He just has the vision to get there, that he's the
Mm-hmm.
better choice. And I agreed with you at the time. But watching that play right there, what A.J. Dillon just did, that is not something Aaron Jones can do. He literally carried like 4 guys on his back and picked up extra yards for the first.
And he can catch.
Yeah, he just caught 6 yard pass there.
So, yes, I'll agree with that. I think it's imperative to have both of a thunder and lightning, though. Like, so Jones can't do that, but there's a lot of things that Jones can do that Dylan can't do. It's just good to have them both. Oh, are they showing the footwork on Davante?
Yeah.
It's,
Dude, he looks like he's doing dance moves
dude,
out
it's fucking
there.
artwork, dude. It is. He's the
But yeah, no,
best.
I mean, I agree. It's good. You want to have both,
Yeah.
and ultimately, the Lightning is more valuable than the Thunder.
Mhm.
But there are situations 3rd and 2. There haven't been many times this season where we go for the run. AJ Dillon just showed us we have a real viable run option on 3rd and short there, because he got hit at the line of scrimmage again, but he carried guys forward. And dude, his body language, he's getting fired up out there. He's saying, "Feed me." He's
Mhm.
saying, "I'm playing against Derrick Henry right now. Everyone thinks Derrick Henry's the best running back in the league. Well, I'm a new guy in the league, and I want to be the next Derrick Henry. Let this be his coming out party, man."
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, man.
Yeah,
So,
I'm telling you, if we put up another touchdown here, we're in the red zone. If we put up another touchdown, we might break Tennessee's will right here.
well, weren't they up like 31-0 just about like a couple weeks or like Browns were? Man,
So that was
Jones is having a
Jones.
hard time getting going tonight, though.
Well, that was
There wasn't much you can
Vaccaro,
do
the
on that, but
safety. He
yeah.
wrapped up well. He slowed Jones down, waited for reinforcements. If Jones had gotten past him on the edge, he had room to run.
So I want a touchdown. Obviously, I want a touchdown. I always want touchdowns. But if we don't, we are in field goal range. We've eaten up most of this clock here off this turnover. We will be up 22-0 if given that Crosby hits this. That's a good spot to be in,
I think
given one
Rogers is going to
final.
go for Lazard.
Oh, he is in the slot. He's not, but he's
Oh, it was
going
Tanyan
with
just a little
Tunyon.
bit
Just couldn't get
overthrown.
him. Tunyon just couldn't get that separation. All
Yeah,
right,
that was
Crosby,
sticky coverage.
hit this kick, dude.
Man, that was close. Rogers put it where it needed to be. Tanyan just, I don't think Tunyon read it quite right.
Hmm.
So Crosby coming out for the 35-yard attempt. Shit.
Blocked.
Dude, oh my God. Someone needs to stop his ass. Is Crosby the only
Scott.
tackler we have on special teams? Are you kidding me, man?
Do they get that ball right where they brought it back to?
Yes, they blocked it.
Yeah.
They ran it back.
Yeah. Thought so.
And Crosby makes the goddamn tackle just like he did on the kickoff a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Well.
Why? We have the worst special teams in the league, dude.
I know we do.
Actually, I think that wasn't Crosby who made the tackle. It was
J.K.
is that
Scott.
Tim Boyle?
Oh wait, what's this? Offsides, thank God. Are we sending
Oh my
Rodgers?
God.
Are we sending Rodgers back out there to try to pick up this fourth down now?
Hey man, our special
It would
teams
be-
we
it
already
would
have two
be-
gaffes.
Yeah, it would be 4th and 3. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't really agree with that, but I'll take it. I don't agree with that
Ooh,
offsides.
I
Okay, he
don't-
lifted his head. I don't think you're supposed to lift your head, but
I don't know
yeah,
about
it's
that,
ticky
man.
tacky, man.
That's real ticky tacky.
Well, hey, all right, dude, I'll take it. So we're going for this. All right.
Dude,
Now, hold on.
honestly,
I wonder
special
if
teams have made two major mistakes already.
we could call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. We could just be trying to
No,
get
dude,
another
I think they're
offsides.
going for it. I think they're gonna go for it.
We are. Holy shit! Come on, let's get this.
Don't lose shit.
Well, there
Crosby
goes my
gets sacked.
there goes
Probably
my prediction of
15-yard
no sacks.
loss.
There goes my prediction of no sacks.
Dude, that right there, that has the potential to be a momentum swing.
A little bit, yeah. Would have been nice.
Defense needs to come out and man up here.
Would have been nice to come away with some points on that drive.
Dude, and Tennessee, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to be getting the ball at the half, right?
Yes, they will.
Yeah. So I mean this is what we've been talking about, man. You got to play a full 4 quarters. If defense lets up a touchdown here, this game could get much more interesting than I would like.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
on that note,
hey,
I
they're
think
not.
I need
They're
to go get myself a brewski right now.
they're not in scoring drive already, so we just gotta stop them. Just have this defense keep fucking penetrating. Go get yourself a beer. We'll finish this up when you get back. You don't got wireless mic, do you?
No, I'm wired up. Yeah, dude. I mean, special teams.
Achilles heel, dude.
Really, name me a team in the league with worse special teams.
I don't think I can. every week, there's at least one problem with special teams. Every week. And special teams is one of those things where, like, it's the least amount of plays on the field, compared to offense defense, but they could be such momentum shifters if you just fuck it up. You just can't fuck up. Just do your job. Just do your damn job.
I don't know how they call that an offside.
Me neither.
If you look at, there's like literally other Tennessee defenders who are further forward than him.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, Tennessee's got the ball at the 29. Henry in the backfield. Hand off to him.
Nice tackle.
Pretty good.
Who was that?
Pretty good tackle.
Was that Gary?
Yeah, I think so.
And someone shot the gap to slow him up. I want to see if that was Barnes. Dude, I mean, we've been playing pretty good run defense this game. Swarming to the ball. Who was that shot in there?
Second and 9. It's another run play. Yep.
Stop them.
3rd and 4, probably. 3rd and 3, 3rd
This
and
is where
4.
it gets scary. Like when they know that
Pulling
Tennessee's
them.
going to run on those first downs, we're doing pretty good. On
Yeah,
the second downs, when they can't be sure, that's where he's picking up his chunk, 5-6 yard runs. And a guy like that, a 5-6 yard run, he puts out one stiff arm, it could turn into a 40-yard run.
for sure.
They've been pulling them on third downs though.
Yeah, clear path.
Come on, bring the heat. Oh, come on.
So that's where AJ Brown can do damages on those slants, and he's so big and strong that he can just overpower you.
Dude,
Um,
Tannehill threaded the needle.
yeah,
I honestly
Alexander did a great job on the coverage on this, I thought.
Dude, I thought there might
And
have been
he
an
was reading the
interception.
slant too. If you notice the angle of his body on that, he felt like that slant was coming, and he angled his body to like try to protect himself against it. But that was pretty fucking weird on your end. Henry back in, I believe.
Yep, they give
Play
the ball.
action. Nope, it's not play action, but we do a good job on him. About
Dude,
2
Preston
yards.
Smith has been holding the edge pretty well in this game.
Yeah, he has been.
I'm surprised they're not running toward Zadarius more. Two-minute warning. It's up to the defense here, man. They're around midfield right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you can hold them, that really puts them in a bad position starting the second half. If they score here and then they get the ball to start the second half, they can climb right back into this game.
You know what? Say what you will. I don't know if you're getting the same commercial I am, but I love those Baker Mayfield fucking commercials. Like, where he's like, I saw the one where he was like, I don't know, he was doing something, and like someone said like some people were coming over, and he started freaking out because he wasn't ready to have fucking people over. So he's like, he's like telling him like run back. He's like, I got to shower, I got to shave, I got to get the hors d'oeuvres and shit out. And I was like, man, those commercials are great.
Dude, I can't believe the Jets beat the Browns. This is 2 weeks in a row that the Jets have beat playoff caliber teams.
Well, the Jets just screwed themselves out of Trevor Lawrence.
They did. They might be playing themselves like to the third pick instead of the second. Like,
They might not get any court. Now at this point, say what you will, it's slipping my mind who that other quarterback is there that is
Justin
lighting it
Fields?
up. Fields. Say what you will, I've always felt like Trevor Lawrence is like the consensus #1 overall pick. You got Darnold, who I don't think sucks. Now that you potentially have the #2 pick or 3, I don't know that you take a dude like Justin Fields when you got Darnold, or just keep trying to build a better team.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really.
Now,
have
if
faith
it was
in
Trevor
Darnold.
Lawrence, I would definitely probably take Trevor Lawrence and then try to
The thing
deal
is, Jets
Darnold.
have 2 first-round picks, and Jacksonville, they are a team that has shown a history of stockpiling picks. I could see them taking 2 first-rounders to give up Trevor Lawrence.
Maybe.
But anyway, the reason I brought this up is, so like I said earlier, the Browns, their top 4 wide receivers ruled out of the game because of COVID protocols. And you know what they did? Even though they have like one of the best rushing attacks in the league, they passed the ball 53 times and they ran it 15. That's how you lose to the Jets right there. But it amazes me how many coaches in the game today will abandon the run when it's a close game. Like you're talking like a 10-point game and they abandon the run. They ended up losing by only a touchdown.
Right.
Why are you throwing the ball 53 times, man?
Second and 7. Imperative they hand this off that we gotta stop. They go for play action. And they got AJ Brown.
So they're
First
at about the
down.
40. They're approaching field goal
Yeah.
range here.
Yeah.
One more first down, they're probably in field goal range.
Also, more importantly, it's looking a lot like Green Bay's not going to be getting this ball back. And we don't get the ball back to start the second half. Remember that. If we give up a touchdown and they come out in the second half and score a touchdown, it's all of a sudden a fucking ball game again. So imperative we hold them out of the end zone on this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Henry picks up 11 yards there.
And they're
a couple missed tackles on that one.
Yeah, they're already flirting with field goal range now. Yeah, you gotta get there on that. You gotta get there.
This is going just about as well as Tennessee could hope.
Oh, that was Kevin King. I was like, who came in there flying in and then did like a little hop skip? It was Kevin King.
Yeah, dude, they're eating up the clock in scoring range. Tennessee is thinking if they can get a touchdown here and then they open the half and score again.
Derrick Henry looks like he's fucking 12. Derrick Henry looks like he's fucking 12.
Yeah, like he has like the face of a 12-year-old put into the body of an.
He does.
I like that Home Alone video you showed with me with Derrick Henry.
So true.
1st and 10. They're at the 30.
Wouldn't be surprised to see another run.
Yep. Woo! That was
Nice
a nice
play.
stop. Who's that?
Nice
Who's
play.
that?
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark just penetrating.
Making that.
Just running train on him.
Yeah, making that play.
2nd and 13. They run back to the line.
All right, they want no subs. They saw something on tape that they liked.
Oh, come on. Wrap up, Kevin King. Can't be
Kevin
tackling
King.
A.J. Brown high like that.
Sounds like Kevin King. They gave him a first down on that.
I thought that was a yard.
I thought it was short. I thought it was short too. Holy cow! Pretty generous, guys. Another short play.
He gets out of bounds. Man, at this point, we gotta hope we hold him to the field goal. That's best case scenario here.
Yeah. Well, best case scenario probably a turnover. But.
And Tannehill, he's getting in kind of a quick rhythm here where the pass rush can't quite get there. And this makes me a little worried that
Come on.
We are typically not a team. Shit. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, Johnny Smith.
Sullivan in coverage. So this is what concerns me here. We're typically not a team that makes halftime adjustments very well.
No, we haven't all year.
To me, it seems like Tennessee is already adjusting their game plan. Are we going to be able to roll with the new punches here? Or have they figured out a formula that's going to give them some momentum and success?
I think it's imperative, no matter what the adjustments are that's made, I feel like their offense is going to be more efficient in the second half. They usually are against our defense. Which makes me think that it's even more imperative that we keep the foot on the gas and we stay just as consistent on offense. We've only really had one bad drive in this first half. We just got to keep scoring points, dude. We're going to be going, even if they come out of the half and score a touchdown, we're still up by 5 points.
No, you're saying if they score a touchdown.
If they score, so we get the ball back, you got to figure around 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's no, you have to go down and get a touchdown. Our first possession of the third quarter, regardless of whether they score a touchdown or not, has to be a touchdown. Just to kind of regain control, regardless of it.
Let me ask you this. We got 37 seconds left in the half and 2 timeouts. Are you shooting for a field goal here? Or
I don't know,
with the risk it with the weather?
With the field conditions, I'm not sure. I think they're probably going to hand the ball off. If A.J. Dillon busts like a 10, 15-yard run, we got timeouts. They probably try to throw a pass, probably to the outside, outside the hashes, probably to like Davante or Lazard. Now's the time. Like if we go out and we hand the ball off and A.J. Dillon busts off a good run for 10, 15 yards, the very next play is probably the play when I would call like a bomb to MBS just to see. Like
We have not called MBS's name.
no, I haven't even
once
seen
this
him
game.
once. Now something like that I would do, and I would throw a deep bomb because even if you throw a deep bomb and it gets like intercepted real deep, it's deep in their territory. They're gonna get the ball back with like 20 seconds to go. They're not gonna march down the field at that point. So that's kind of how I would play this drive, just to see. More than likely, we'll hand the ball off. It'll go for like 1 or 2 yards, and then LaFleur's going to be content just letting the clock run out, and then that's half. That's probably what's going to happen, though.
I'm going to be curious to see the role of Aaron Jones in the second half.
He's got 2 carries, I think, if my math is correct. He's got 2 carries for like nothing.
I think he's got more than that. I think he might be at 4.
Hasn't-
But regardless,
he hasn't
Dylan
done
has
much
clearly
with it.
been the featured back thus far.
Yeah.
And he's been performing well. But,
Hey.
Aaron Jones is that proven home run hitter.
So you know what would be even better right now, and something that we haven't seen in years, but a nice kick return touchdown would be pretty fucking cool right here.
It's nice to dream, isn't it? Yeah, it would not surprise me if I didn't see another Packers kick return touchdown in my lifetime.
Oh, they're gonna squib it too.
What are you doing, dude?
Get a good return regardless. You won't. Oh, bitch. What a bitch.
The quality of that special teams play where the returner clearly didn't know what he wanted to do with the ball. I frankly, I was worried about a fumble. I wonder if LaFleur sees that and says, all right, we're just going to run this and take it to the half. Don't want to risk anything.
Probably. At this point, yeah, probably.
Dude, seriously, man, the special teams are looking dangerously bad today. Like, potential to cost the game bad.
Oh, so many
Tennessee
freaking
calls
commercials.
timeout. Well, we lined up in the shotgun. I guess maybe Tennessee thought we were just going to run it, and they weren't ready for a potential pass. So they called a timeout.
Maybe. Holy cow. I would love to see something on this in this 30 seconds, but I doubt it. I guess we can't be too upset though with what we got. I mean, hey, we're potentially going to half 19-7. Yes, they get the ball back, but I mean, let's not make no qualms about it. Tennessee's a really good fucking football team, and we played a pretty.
And it's just it's the story's been told so many times. First quarter and a half, we're dominating.
Wow, look at how far they're playing off. They're gonna let him. They're gonna let us run this ball.
31 seconds and 2 timeouts. I'd take something underneath right now. Pick up 20 yards.
And that's what we did. We went with Jones. Timeout. Timeout. Just to see timeout.
What are you doing? Call the fucking timeout.
God, they're just gonna let.
You just burn 5 seconds.
Man, because of indecisiveness. What idiot.
This is one thing I've never, ever, ever understood about the NFL. I understand how to manage the clock in Madden. I realize when I know I'm taking a shot on the next play, I need to call timeout the second the play is over. Why do you not have a guy on the field whose designated job is to call timeouts when necessary? That 5 seconds, that wasted 5 seconds, that could be important.
You can even give the refs a heads up, be like, hey, man, we fucking convert this or make a play. We're calling timeout if this clock's running. Like, might as well just fucking blow the whistle as soon as the play's down. Charge for that timeout.
It does look like the refs put some time back on the clock, so maybe they...
Yeah, they did. 23. Okay, so we got that back. Hey, we could make something happen. We still got a timeout. It's got to be something a little bit deeper here.
Rodgers going to be going for a deep shot here.
I like it.
He's going to
got nothing. Yeah, he's got nothing.
Dude, what do you
just get a good block?
Get waste. Oh my God.
Don't love it. I don't love it.
Why?
No,
Why, dude? Throw the ball away, save 10 seconds, and try again.
he had nothing, dude. He had nothing.
I
I
don't like that.
guess.
They designed a Hail Mary there with
All right.
no short outlet. There was not a single short receiver.
And we still had a timeout too where we could have burned. Yeah, there was not.
Dude,
Yeah, he didn't like any of that.
That was really,
Well,
really poor.
Rogers refuses to throw fucking
Dude, there wasn't a check down available.
INT.
Every route was deep. That was
Yeah.
a bad play call.
Yeah, there was nothing. Well, I don't know what you do here. At this point, I don't think
Now you
Rogers.
have to go Hail Mary.
I don't know if Rogers has the arm to throw a Hail Mary like that.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Call the timeout.
Did we?
No, we didn't. We had a timeout to call and we didn't.
It's a half. All right. I guess they deemed even with that. Yeah. You know what? Even where Davante was, I don't think Rogers probably had the arm to get it to. I mean, Rogers has a good arm, but I don't think he had the arm to get it to the end zone on that. It was at like the 40.
I don't see what the harm is in trying though.
I
See,
guess.
this is one
Yeah,
thing
you're
where
right.
I've consistently been unhappy with LaFleur is his end of first half clock management. He doesn't show enough aggression, in my opinion, which
Mhm.
is weird because usually he's an ultra aggressive coach.
Yeah.
Specifically at the end of the first half, he gets weirdly conservative.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I have noticed that too. I don't know. I can't fault the guy too much. I mean, he has been the winningest head coach, not just Packer history in the first 2 years, but I think almost just about NFL history the first 2 years. But yeah, I would like to see a little bit more fire at the end of the half. I think he just gets paranoid about kind of like some disaster play happening where like it's not just like an interception deep on a Hail Mary, it's like an interception that goes for 6.
Dude, if I had Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback, I would never fear a catastrophic turnover. Like, yeah, it might happen,
Yeah.
but the chances of it happening with Aaron Rodgers are so like the chances are much higher that something positive is going to happen. Or at worst case scenario, Rodgers will never throw the ball away.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, you guys, I'm going to take a real quick halftime break. We will be probably back before the second half, just do some halftime analysis. But I'm going to go load up on some adult sodas here for the second half. I'm sure my friend Cody might want to load up as well. We will be right back through the miracle of editing. You will never know that we were gone, though. All right, we are back. Second half is underway. Tennessee gets the ball. Not like what I'm seeing already. Some missed tackles. What do you know? Our amazing fucking special teams doing amazing fucking special team shit again.
Yeah, that was a nice return for them. Looks like they probably take it out to about the 35 or so. But yeah, man, this is Tennessee's chance right here to climb back into it. It's a 12-point game right now, and they just had a good return to start. So big time for the defense here. Are you going to step up and dictate the game?
I would love a 3 and out.
On your heels?
Love a 3 and out.
You know they're going to run right now.
Yeah. Yep, definitely is a run. Okay. And we do a good job.
Kenny Clark, nice stop there.
I'd say about 3 yards. You know, not having like being able to see the full field for this game is really throwing me off.
Just the snow.
Yeah. I also thought that there was heaters underneath the field. Like it's not snowing heavy enough for the snow to like stick. I thought like to build up, which I thought now that there's heaters that it would kind of melt like this little dusting that we have, but I guess not.
Yeah, I thought they had them too. Maybe they only use them in certain circumstances.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna drop that. Yeah, Lambo's had. Oh, he's hurt.
Ooh, yep.
Oh, that's
Brown
big time.
up,
He'll probably be fine though.
He's going back to the huddle.
Yeah, he's going back out now. Yeah, Lambo's had heaters under the field even back in like the 60s. So even the Ice Bowl had heaters under it. They just broke for the Ice Bowl game. So.
Dude, Tannehill's throwing darts out there.
He's an accurate quarterback. He is an accurate. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions either. So. Mm, 5-6 yards.
Yeah, Gary
I
makes a decent tackle there.
I think they're in Green Bay territory already, though.
Yeah, man, that opening kickoff certainly didn't help.
Nope.
You're going to be looking at 2nd and 6 here. AJ Brown on the sideline. He
Trying
is
to test it
looking
out.
gimpy.
He's trying to walk it out. I think he'll probably be back in the game,
Yeah,
though.
I think he's probably coming back too. 2nd and 6, they're running the ball. Either that or play action.
If I had Derrick Henry, I'd run on 2nd and 6.
Yep, they give him a toss.
Gotta get a good play. Come on.
All right.
That's
He
Tennessee
stopped
football,
about 1
dude.
yard short.
Any other team would have been able to wrap him up in that, like, right at the line of scrimmage, but nope. We got 3rd and 1. Man. 3rd and 1.
You know what they're doing.
3rd and 1 is just about almost impossible against Tennessee. That looked like holding on fucking Preston Smith. Did you see that?
I missed that.
Their offensive tackle even lifted his hands up, being like, I wasn't holding, but it looked like a hold.
3rd and 1, they line up in the shotgun.
I bet this is still a run, though. Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow. That worked good for them. That's going to be a
Dude, what
touchdown.
did I tell you about Ryan Tannehill's athleticism? That I got to give it to the Titans there. That was a masterful play call.
Mhm.
Fake the handoff to Henry, and then you send Tannehill out on the option, and he runs down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, fake
And
me.
they are right back into dude, that was just an excellent play call. You get
Hey.
the whole defense to bite on Henry.
Hey, what I say, regardless of whether they score a touchdown or not, we have to come down to get a touchdown on first. We have to come right back and score a touchdown on this. Have to. Get that.
Tannehill, he's got some speed, man.
Yeah.
He outran Sullivan.
He kept pace with Alexander. We have to keep this a 2-score game at all times in this game. So
it's a 5-point game right now. It's on the offensive shoulders now.
not even a field goal. Like a field goal still keeps it a 1-point game. So
I wanted to take a look at the stats there during halftime, and when we came back, kickoff was just starting. So let's run through the stats real quick. As of right now, Ryan Tannehill, he's 7 of 11 for 75 yards, touchdown, and an interception. Got 2 rushes for 54 yards, obviously, most of it on that last run for the touchdown. Derrick Henry, 14 rushes, 47 yards, 3.4 average. Now, you may say, we're containing him. 3.5 yards a carry, that ain't bad. But that's how it starts, man. He always picks up steam
little by
as the
little,
game
yeah.
goes on. That average is going to increase.
Mhm.
Like you said, man, we need to
I
score
would
a
love to
touchdown.
see a breakdown of his stats like by quarter, like to see like
Yeah.
what his yards are per quarter and like what his yards per carry are per quarter, like on average throughout like the season. Guarantee 4th quarter is his highest yards and yards per carry.
Now the receivers here, AJ Brown, 4 receptions on 5 targets for 43 yards. I only recall Alexander being in coverage on one of those.
Yeah, they've been shifting him over to Kevin King's side.
Yeah, and Corey Davis, 0 catches or targets right now.
So I'm not. They're so good. Both of them are so good that I'm not really persnickety on whether Alexander covers Davis or Brown. I mean, they're both good. They're both dangerous. I know consensus says that Davis is probably the more legit deep threat, but Brown is the more legit deep threat, but Davis has been the more consistent receiver over the last few weeks. He's been balling out. So
yeah, Brown's dealt with injuries this year, though.
Yeah.
I think healthy, he is the better receiver.
Oh, I think so too.
So let's see here. Going over the Packers side, Rodgers, 15 of 18, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he's having an extremely efficient game. A.J. Dillon, 10 carries, 51 yards, 5.1 average. He's also got a catch for 5 yards, whereas Aaron Jones, he's looking at 4 carries, 17 yards, so 4.3 average, 1 catch for 9 yards. A.J. Dillon clearly outplaying Aaron Jones this game. Got to wonder how healthy Jones is at the moment. Davante Adams is our main receiver here. 6 catches, 56 yards, 2 touchdowns.
56
Hughes
yards.
got the other touchdown. Ooh, shit.
Big hit. Big hit.
Jeez, that was a big hit on Taylor on that kick
Does
return.
MVS even have a target in this game?
MBS does not have a target.
I don't even remember seeing him out there so far. Like he's just been invisible.
Yeah, I am intrigued by the fact that we have targeted Tavon Austin twice. Seems like we're
He's-
trying to work him in.
Yeah, he's really filling that Tyler Irving role for us. So
It seems like we're targeting him more than we did Irvin, though. I'm
Almost.
surprised that Big Bob only 1 catch, 17 yards.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't been more of a presence.
I am surprised. All right, we start off. Ooh, hits the
Come
wall.
on, come
Jones. Jones with a nice run,
There
with a
we
nice
go.
bounce back run. Stay in.
Oh,
He's
dude,
in.
he's
He
still
stayed in.
He's
He
still
stayed
in.
in. He stayed in.
Dude, he probably just picked up an extra 25 yards by keeping his balance on the sideline there. I thought for sure he got pushed out. We're first and goal right now.
Mm-hmm. He was
Dude,
just
let's
about
get
in
a
the
look
goal.
at this.
He stayed in. He stayed in.
Patience. That is why Aaron Jones is the starter right now. Yeah, AJ Dillon has been out.
He's in.
Oh,
No!
he went
Fuck,
out.
he's out.
We
Nobody
snapped
called
the ball
though.
before they could review it, though.
Thank God. Wow,
But
he
dude,
was out.
The patience he had on that run, he had nowhere to go at first. He bounced it to the outside.
Hey, man.
That is what makes him a special back.
Is he? I don't know. Like I keep saying, like, man, don't resign. We're good. We'll be fine. And I see stupid shit like that, man. I'm like, man, we gotta resign this goddamn guy.
Dude, he means so much to the offense.
He makes it go. He really is.
I think if we could sign an elite defensive player in his place, I would probably be okay letting him go. But if we want to use that money toward like a wide receiver or something, I would rather have Jones.
Come on, find someone.
Oh, there you
Wide
go.
open. Davante number 3.
There you go. You were right. 3 touchdowns for Davante. Jeez, he might have 20 by the time the game's over. Well, that is the response that we needed from the offense right there. They came out and no question about it. You know, they asserted their will and said, "Hey, we're the best offense on this field."
Someone out there, please make a legitimate argument that Davante Adams is not the best receiver in the NFL. I don't think you can do it. There's no reason that if Davante missed like 2 games this year earlier too, and he is still just about tops in the NFL in almost every category.
And
he missed
sure
2 games.
The league in touchdowns right
He
now.
is, and he's really close up there in receptions. Last time I knew, I think Diggs had the most receptions, but Davante's like 2 or 3. Yards, he's up there. God, he's the best receiver in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, that's what we needed, man. That puts us up by 12 points again. So, you know, Tennessee, they're going to keep trying to run it on this next drive. You know, it's still a 2-score game. It's not panic mode for them yet. So if we can stop them and score again to make it a 3-score game, then at that point, I think Henry is officially removed from the game just because of time constraints in the score.
Yeah, potentially. I'd love a turnover on this drive is what I'd love. Like just some sacks and some turnovers.
Dude, Tennessee has made some real adjustments where early on we were having some defensive success with the sacks and the interception. They were going for a lot of deep shots.
Mm-hmm.
They've switched up the game plan. They're going much more short and fast stuff. Pass rush isn't getting there fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, the secondary, they've not been holding up in coverage other than Alexander. So it's if we get them into a situation where they have to pass and that's all they're doing, yeah, I could see some turnovers coming then. But where they still have the element of surprise, I think Tannehill's going to continue to have his way.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm loving the way that we came out in our drive in the second half here, because if you remember last week, and you didn't get to watch the game though, did you, last week? But we were flat. We were flat the whole second half. Multiple 3-and-outs, no rhythm, no consistency. We did not look like a playoff team last week. Our defense actually bailed us out of that game. Our defense is the one that kept us in that game. Our offense played like shit. Our offense looked a lot like they did against Tampa, is what they looked like. It reminded me a whole hell of a lot like Tampa game.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rodgers was sacked 5 times in that game. That's what it all boils down to. If you're able to pressure Rodgers and knock him around, it throws the entire offense out of sync.
God, how good was he in his fucking prime, dude? Clay Matthews, my God, what a stud!
I loved watching Clay Matthews, man. He had such aggression. Like he wanted to go hit people. He wanted to pursue the ball.
Can you imagine
see that in all our guys?
Can you imagine prime Clay Matthews on this team with the pass rushers we already have?
Dude, I still think if we brought him in as an interior linebacker, he'd be starting for us.
I don't think he wants to come in as an interior linebacker.
No.
I just don't think. I think at this point in his career, the only thing he wants to do is just like tee off and like get more sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we know he was technically out of bounds. We know you're gonna show it fucking 17 more times. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why you have a challenge flag and you could throw it, but you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this, man.
He was getting ready to throw it.
Like the refs did screw us on the
Oh, Kevin King!
Interception.
Kevin King.
Dude, that's I think that was Kamal Martin in coverage. If that wasn't a rookie, he probably would have had the awareness to look for that ball. I like that corner blitz though. You don't see that very often.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I was saying, we did kind of get screwed where the refs didn't let us get the 12 men on the field penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we've been making out pretty well in this game. Like they called back the field goal block, which I didn't think it was offsides.
Good tackle, good game tackle.
And they missed Jones' foot going out of bounds on that run. So we've been making out decent with the Zebras this game.
Yeah. Which I'm okay with, because there's been plenty of fucking games that we've watched together, even where it's not just a game against the other team. It's like we're going against the fucking Zebras on top of it.
All right, we're looking at 3rd and 7. They did pull Henry from the game.
All right, AJ Brown's back in too. AJ Brown's back in. He's down the bottom of the screen with
Gary with the pressure.
Gary with the pressure. He gets out and he finds. Yeah! Oh, he dropped it!
Dude, Savage was so close to a pick 6 there.
Oh, he dropped it, and he had the burners to do it too. Come on, man.
Dude, he was full speed already. I think he was coming in too fast, and that's why he dropped it.
Oh, Alexander almost said, he had that. You gotta make that play. Hey, I'm not sure if you noticed this or not, but the last 2 big time plays like that, the first interception by Savage was also kind of caused by Rashawn Gary putting pressure on Tannehill. That play, Rashawn Gary putting pressure on him, Darnell Savage almost with the pick. Those 2 were taken in the first round of last year's draft. Hey.
It's like there's a plan there. Yeah, man. Dude, I love seeing Savage out there making plays.
We've
been waiting for this all year.
When 2 become 1.
Yeah, Gary's really been stepping up too, and it seems like the game has slowed down for him a little bit, and he's started making better decisions. He used to over pursue a lot, whereas now he's holding the edge a little bit better and turning it in. Just needs to get better with his hand movement.
So an interesting thing that I can't remember off the top of my head, you'll have to look it up yourself. Shit, been doing too much yelling, my voice is already starting to go. But you should look up an article about the top number 1 high school recruit going into college who then went pro, and like see how they turned out. Most of them have not really panned out. So
All right. 1st and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. We got 2 in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Bullet to Adams.
Nice play.
Ooh, man.
First
He
down, though.
slips in the snow. He
First
had
down.
room to keep going.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. What's going on here?
Uh-oh.
We got Adams was down, but then he got up. We do have an offensive lineman down. I can't see who it was.
Yeah, just stay on that knee the whole time. I get so worried about Davante tearing like an ACL or some shit like that.
Dude, if he didn't slip there, he probably could have picked
Because
up an
that
extra
because
10,
because that
15 yards.
because that looked like a non-contact injury.
All right, this is Rick Wagner down. He looks in pain. He looks like this might be a knee.
Well, here you go. We're gonna fucking bump Turner probably out to right tackle, and in comes Patrick. No, I'm more
Which
concerned
honestly, I'm
about.
surprised that's not the lineup that they went with, because I think Turner has played exceptionally well at right tackle.
Well, I'm more concerned about Davante. To be honest with you.
Davante did get right back up.
Well, so did fucking Jordy in that preseason game, and that was a torn ACL.
Well, let's not put those negative vibes out into the air.
I'm trying
dude.
not to. I'm trying not to.
Jesus Christ, I don't even want to think about what that would mean for the playoffs. Let's assume here we're going in. We just picked up the first down. Davante is probably going to step out for a play or two. I think we feed it to Dylan again.
Yeah, probably. I would agree. I would.
I do like that they lined up with both Dylan and Jones in the backfield on this one. They had them line up on either side of Rodgers in the shotgun. That creates a lot of hesitation for the defense.
Sure does. I'd love a touchdown on this drive. Do you know what a touchdown would do for us on this drive?
Dude, a touchdown on this drive, touchdown's everything here. If we score a touchdown here, it takes Henry out of the game.
It changes the whole game plan. Changes the whole game plan for them the rest of the game.
Well, here, while we're on commercial here, being week 16 of the NFL season and all, let's take a look around the league.
Please,
See
please.
what's happened.
I would love to.
So, going back to Christmas, Saints blow out the Vikings. Alvin Kamara had a 6-touchdown game.
Hey, second most fantasy points by a single player since like 1980 or some shit like that. Second most.
Yeah, I mean that's a hell of a Christmas present for whoever had him on their fantasy team.
In my personal league, one of the guys in the championship had him on his team.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not bad, huh? Gonna win him a championship this year.
Then Bucks completely destroyed the Lions, 47-7.
Yep.
The Bucks look like a really dangerous game. They can score points in bunches.
Man, yeah, they look hot and cold. They're hot and cold though.
Defense.
They look terrible some games, but then just like the best team in the NFL other weeks.
Yeah, they're hot and cold, but I don't want to face them in the playoffs.
I don't want
Dylan,
to.
Man,
run.
Dylan is just falling forward and picking up an extra 3-4 yards every time.
Dylan could be an X factor in the playoffs, especially if we get the 1 seed and we play in snowy conditions. He could be an X factor.
Dude, I mean,
Nice.
honestly, I love Jamal Williams. AJ Dillon is the more explosive player.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for guys to rotate, like you don't necessarily lose the big play threat putting AJ Dillon in.
Come on. Yeah. Yes.
He is carrying Titans defenders on his back.
I don't think AJ Dillon's got a single negative play the whole game.
Dude, how much would you like to just run all the way down the field with AJ Dillon on this drive? Just completely
I would love it.
Our will.
It would kill their defense. It would eat up clock. We would pretty much seal the game with a touchdown if we eat up enough clock. I'd love it. I'd absolutely fucking love it. Hit him on the
Big
screen.
pass
Check
to
down. Thank
Dylan.
you. Thank you.
Oh,
Inbounds.
he tripped up. He tripped up. I think he probably would have got the first if he didn't
Yeah.
trip there.
Hey,
He
it's
had
fine,
one
man.
secondary guy. He would have
It's
run
fine,
over
man.
him.
Second and short. Run the ball with Dylan here.
Ooh, late flag. A lot of late flags in this game.
It might be on Tennessee. I saw him point. What is it? Holding? Defense?
Offsides. All right, so we
Oh,
take that.
here. All right. Yeah, I guess. I would probably take it too, I guess.
Makes it 1st and 5. Looks like that was on Jeffrey Simmons.
Man, did I want him in that draft? I thought we should have maybe even taken him at 12. We had him.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
I
make a
wouldn't have argued
case.
with that.
You could make a case that it still would have been a better pick.
Dude, yeah, you lined Simmons up next to Clark.
Yeah.
That fixes a lot of our problems.
Yeah.
All right, we go to Dylan. Oh shit.
That's where Aaron Jones would have done something different. I think Aaron Jones would cut it inside. He had a lane inside. Dylan tried to bounce to the outside. I didn't like that. You should have cut that inside.
That said, the offensive lineman, let's see who it was here. He
Yeah.
just did not hold
So,
that block well.
but if you would have cut it inside, like in front of 94, I feel like he had a gap, but he didn't.
Dude,
I didn't
looking
know.
at that block, Turner got completely whipped on that. He
Yeah,
didn't
what's
hold the block
our
well.
what's our
Rick
offensive?
Wagner getting carted to the locker room.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's our offensive lineup right now?
It's got to be Lucas Patrick out there at right guard. Oh, Davante, first down.
I hope so. Gotta give us that first down.
It's pitch and catch, baby. Dude, and don't you just love seeing him reach out and catch with his hands? MVS needs to be watching Davante Adams game film.
By the way, cheers, because Aaron Jones just went over 1,000 yards for the second straight year. Cheers, Aaron Jones.
First and 10.
All right.
Aaron Jones in the backfield. Toss to him.
I like it.
He breaks the edge.
I like it. I love it.
About 8
or
9 yards.
Might almost be a first down. About second one.
So he was starting the game slow. He's turning it on now.
Man.
I think maybe he's feeling a bit of the pressure from the young buck coming in.
Cody, this could be a foreshadow of the Packers offense for years to come if we re-sign Aaron Jones.
I mean, I think that
that
is what
Aaron Jones
if you
and
take
Dylan could be a better
financial
1-2
considerations
punch.
out of this, that's what LaFleur wants. He wants thunder and lightning. That's what he tried to set up in Tennessee when he was offensive coordinator there. He had Derrick Henry and Deion Lewis.
Come on.
Does he push forward?
I think it's 3rd and 1.
Oh, shit.
Now Patrick
came
Skimpy.
up limping on that.
That's fine. We'll fucking bring in Runyon. Man, we are deep at offensive line. What on earth have we ever been able to say, like, our backup guard gets hurt and we're like, it's fine, dude. We got another one just as good.
Yeah, so that's Jones. He came up just short. Interesting that we're keeping him in on 3rd and 1. I would think we would have gone Dylan here. And we're running up with a heavy box here.
And we got Jones in too, not Dylan.
Timeout.
I don't love calling timeouts in the 3rd quarter, but all right.
I don't either. Tennessee defense starting to look a little bit gassed.
Man, you know what? Mahomes might win this based on the fucking yardage alone. He's like 700 yards ahead of. Now,
yeah, but dude, Rodgers is 6 touchdowns ahead and has thrown fewer picks.
Yeah, that's true. Don't even show that shit. Don't even show that. Josh Allen had a good year. He's not going to be MVP though.
Josh Allen's had a great year, just
not
a
Mahomes
year that Bill
fans
have dreamed about for decades. But yeah, he's not in the MVP conversation. Let's get real.
It's either Rodgers or Mahomes. That's it. That's it.
If Henry broke 2,000 yards, I could see him being in there, but he's not going to break 2,000 yards.
If he broke 2,000 yards, I could almost see him being a co-MVP.
Yeah. We run it. Oh, shit, man. I think they stop us.
Yeah, I think they did, but I think we might go for it.
I think we might go for it, too.
Are we in field goal range?
Dude, with the way our special teams played, would you rather put Dylan out there on a 4.5 yard?
Yeah, we're short. Yeah, we're short. Yeah, I'm going
dude,
for this, though.
I go for it. Go for it. LaFleur's thinking.
All right, man. Hey, we already called a timeout. We're not calling another fucking timeout. Don't you dare call a timeout here. But run or pass. Do you run this? Do you run this with Dylan, or do you fucking pass it to like Davante?
Play action.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
They run it. Oh, he breaks it. He breaks it. He's going, baby. He's going. He's gone. Is that AJ Dillon's first career touchdown right there? Is that his first career touchdown? Dude, Andrew, mark my words right now. This game right here is signifying a change in the offense that is going to be pivotal in the playoffs. AJ Dillon's arrival here, we would not have run on 3rd and 1 like that before he started coming out in this game. He has added a new dimension to our offense.
So whenever
that would have been a pass in the previous 14 games. Right there, we run and he busts it loose.
Has anyone ever had a heart attack on Zoom before?
Man, dude, I got to check the stats. He's got to be getting close to my 100-yard prediction.
Yeah, he busted that. It was about a 30-yard scamper. I would bet.
Dude, I just love when you can run the ball like that and just say, hey, I don't care if you got 8 in the box. We're running over you. Like, it changes the offense psychologically. And if defenses have to start worrying about getting their faces smashed by A.J. Dillon, then Aaron Rodgers he's just going to have his pick of whatever he wants.
Right.
Honestly, it really would not surprise me if this game marks A.J. Dillon moving past Jamal Williams on the depth chart.
And if not, dude, we have got to be the deepest running back core in the NFL by far.
Dude, I love Jamal Williams. He's one of, if not the best pass protecting back in the league. He's really improved his receiving game this year. He's good for some tough running, but dude, he cannot carry guys on his back like Dillon has shown this game, and he is not as explosive as Dillon has shown. And Dillon has already shown that he's pretty decent in the receiving game. Like, he's looked pretty good on his routes.
What's that formation, man, where you really put like 3 running backs in the backfield? It's like a fucking diamond. Quarterback there at the top.
I don't know, the Wildcat.
The full house formation.
Full house, yeah.
I would love to see at least one game before we gotta break this fucking trio up. One game where we fucking run like a heavy full house game with all 3 of them in the back, and defenses don't know who the fuck's gonna get it, and we can, because they're all good pass catchers too. You can fucking bump them out and do fucking shit on screens and oh my god,
yeah. I mean, you line up Davante out wide, and then you got like Tanyan as your tight end, and then you do full house backfield. That could be pretty intriguing. But yeah, taking a quick look at the stats, Dillon, 14 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown, 6.6 average. Aaron Jones, 9 carries, 84 yards, 9.3 average. Aaron Rodgers, he's got 4 passing touchdowns this game, continuing to pad his MVP race. Dude, offense is killing it. This game is all about, we need to avoid special teams mistakes, and the defense needs to do enough. And like, they're in position now where they can start getting turnovers.
I mean, this is the NFL, and we say this every week when we get in these positions because the Packers have blown some of the worst leads in NFL history. But you get a turnover or like a good stop here, I'm gonna start feeling pretty goddamn good about our goddamn chances to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 19-point game right now. It's 3 scores. We are still in the third, though.
Yeah,
And the Titans, they're still willing to run it. They
yeah,
just
they
run
will.
Henry for
They
3,
will
4
run.
yards.
They refuse to abandon the run, no matter how far they're down. I mean, I get it because you got Derrick Henry. He is by far your best offensive weapon, but you do have to pass it a little bit more. But I get it. You don't want.
For you.
Go.
You look across all the running backs in the league, and obviously Derrick Henry, probably the most imposing runner. He leads the league in rushing and touchdowns. Do you think he's the best overall running back in the league, though? If you had your choice of anyone, would you take Derrick Henry?
No, I think I'd still probably go Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'd probably go McCaffrey. Or
I mean,
Kamara.
people are just kind of sleeping on him because he's been hurt literally like all year. But I mean, McCaffrey's just next level, dude. Next level.
Yeah, he had what, over 100 receptions last year?
Yeah. Yeah, he's.
And that's the thing. Like this entire game, we've seen them continuously pull Henry out on third downs.
So
and that just signals to me, like, how can he be your key offensive player when he's not even in on every down?
Yeah, so here's my honest opinion of Derrick Henry. So I didn't even get the chance to draft him, and oh man, that sucks. I didn't even get the chance to draft him in my fantasy league because I picked 11th and he went like 7th or 8th. But I was willing to pass on him in the draft because it's a PPR league and he doesn't catch the ball. I think he's a great running back, and in a standard league he'd be like a top pick for me, but he doesn't catch the ball like at all. And I think I don't know. I just like those backs that can do both. And he
I mean,
can't really
Henry's
do both.
he's a throwback to backs of old. He would look in place playing next to guys like Jim Brown.
Yeah.
But the league has changed, and frankly, I don't think.
Nice play, Alexander.
Titans getting a little chippy there.
That's just good coverage. You just got the best corner in the. Still thinking about this for a second. Not only do we potentially have the best wide receiver in the NFL on our team, we also have the best quarterback in the league on our team, and the best cornerback in the league on our team. This should
those
be
are all keystone positions.
Yeah, this should be a Super Bowl winning squad. Like we should find a way to fucking do it this year, dude. Just gotta find a way to do it.
Dude, honestly, it's certainly possible. It's
Come on! You can't let him get up
Kevin
first.
King just laid a nice hit on him.
He's been trying, dude. He's been trying. But that goes to show the commitment to Tennessee, man. They won't give up on this run, and I can see why. So,
dude, honestly, at this point, I will give them the run. You're down 3 scores, and the third's almost over. And
come on, get there.
Tannehill almost took a sack there. Who was that? Almost had a pick. Amos almost came away with that pick.
Amos is having a really good year this year. A quiet year, but really good year. Really solid for us.
Dude, if Savage continues to ascend, I think that is only going to improve Amos.
I agree. Gary's been having a good year. He stepped up this year. Z's still been consistently solid. I know Preston took a little bit of a dip back. Ken Clark's been a little bit of a disappointment, but
he's been turning on the last few games, though. I think he was rounding into shape after his groin injury. Honestly, I think we probably brought him back too early.
Come on, get there.
Dude,
good play, Amos.
Nice hit.
Amos. Voice is starting to come back on me a little bit too, I think.
Dude, let's look at this replay here. Dude, he shows excellent discipline there. He keeps the perfect angle, and he breaks down and wraps up.
All right, 3rd and 7. They got McNichols, the pass catching back in there. They're sending Corey Davis in motion.
Wow, our line is super wide.
Yeah, get there. It's gonna be a first down, Jonnu Smith.
This drive's taking a lot of time, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this might be the end of the quarter right here.
No, I think they're going to try to squeeze in one more
I would
play.
try to if I were them. I would probably. I bet this is a run though. I would commit to the
Probably.
run. Commit to the run. Nope, this can be in a quarter.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I see. This is one thing I never understood. Like, I realize that Madden is not the same as the real thing, but if I'm in that situation in Madden, I realize that every second on the clock counts, and I'm running up to call a play before the end of the quarter. In the NFL, they routinely just waste those extra seconds. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know it's going to matter. Like, you know those seconds are going to be valuable. Why would you not use them? You should
Mhm.
have your next play lined up before the previous play ends. So, like, it just
I don't get it
it
either,
really
man.
surprises me
I don't get it
how
either.
poor clock management can be at the professional level.
Agreed. I don't know either. I have no idea.
Like, frankly, dude, if I were running an NFL franchise, I would hire a guy specifically where your only job, you're going to be an offensive assistant where you run scenarios. So, like, the play caller tells you what he's running, and then you come up with, alternative play suggestions based on the success of that previous play.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit. I think it's the Rams hired a guy just to keep McVay, like, follow him around all game long on the sidelines to make sure he doesn't step onto the field. No, I'm serious. Have you not seen that?
No.
There's like a ball boy. He's almost like a ball boy, and his only job is to literally follow him because McVay gets so into the game that you're not allowed to step onto the field as a coach. It's like a penalty, and he routinely like walks the white line like right on the border. And when he gets hot about a call, he'll fucking like start to walk out onto the field. And like this ball boy's job, or whatever, is to literally like grab his shirt and pull him back on
That's
to the
hilarious.
sideline. That's his job. Yeah, they literally hired a person to just do that. Yeah, you'll have to Google it and look it up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder what that guy's resume looks like to get that job.
What what do you list that on your resume, like Sean McVay body puller or something, or bodyguard, or I don't know, dude.
Yeah, like his previous experience, he's like, I was a bouncer and also I have studied football X's and O's. So heading into the fourth here,
There you go.
3-score game. Like it's looking good, but Tennessee is driving. What are the keys for you here?
At this point, with the score, the bend but don't break defense. Don't give up big plays. I'm okay with it at this point. Nice play.
Alexander tried to jump that, man.
Love
He
it.
came close. He came real close.
Let's take a look at the score here. So 21, 28, 35. A field goal in the fourth quarter makes it, I mean, a 3-score game with a 2-point conversion at the end to tie it. That'd make me feel pretty good with a
Dude,
bend but don't break
Alexander
defense.
is gaining in confidence right now. He
Oh, yeah.
wants to snag an interception.
I would say one more touchdown. I don't give a fuck. Whatever happens, happens. Like we're gonna win the game with a field goal, with just a field goal. I still feel pretty good, but not super great. Come on.
Woo!
Yeah!
Rashawn Gary!
Yeah!
Rashawn Gary snags it. Oh wait, no. That was Kirksey. That was Kirksey. I thought
was Kirksey got
Gary
that
big
pick?
coverage.
Kirksey with the pick, huh?
I thought I saw 52. That's 58.
So Preston Smith with the pressure then?
Yeah. Preston Smith. He comes in. He beats his man right away.
Preston Smith
and then
making some
Clark is right there
plays.
with him.
Love it.
Oh shit! What the hell?
Oh, my game just
my
went out.
broadcast just stopped for a second.
Same.
Oh yeah, that was Christian Kirksey. I thought I saw Gary out there. Dude, all
Love
right,
it.
man. 2 interceptions.
Hey, we need that. If they score a touchdown here. Wait, we had Ty Summers out there? We had Ty Summers on that fucking second down play?
I guess so.
Holy shit, what the fuck are we
Weird
doing?
combo. You put Kirksey and Summers out there when you got
Yeah.
Barnes and Martin?
All right, I
All
guess.
right, Aaron Jones, bust it.
Now,
Picks up about 10.
This is where I want to give Tennessee a dose of their own medicine and go run heavy. Jones, Dillon, man.
Thunder and lightning, man. You just pound it all the way
But
down.
then at the very end, I'm cool with Rodgers throwing a little touchdown there to pad that
Throwing his
MVP
5th touchdown of
resume.
the game.
Yeah. No, he's only got 3, I think, right?
He's got 4.
He's got 4? I
He's
thought
got 3 to Davante, 1 to EQ.
that's right. He's got 4. Okay, you're right. Dang, man. Yeah, five's gonna look good on that MVP fucking resume there.
Dude, he's closing in on potentially passing his all-time record.
He's super close, dude.
Oh
Really
shit!
close.
Bad snap, Rodgers.
Just go down.
Just
It's
goes
fine.
down. I don't know what he was thinking there for a second, where he
Are you
like
okay?
pump faked
Hey,
on
are
the
you okay?
ground.
You okay, Rodgers? Don't go tearing an ACL now.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. Rodgers on the ground and like pump faked from there, but then thought better of it and
Yeah.
just protected the ball.
Thank God you do. Don't try to be a hero, man.
Yes, actually, I didn't see what quite happened there with that snap. If Rodgers tripped or what. That puts us in the section 16, though.
This one hurts a little bit. We're gonna have to throw now, I think.
Yeah.
Throw, get like 8 or 9 yards on this. 8 or 9 yards.
I like that. Dump off to Jones.
He doesn't get a ton, but it's gonna be close to about 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
All right. So here's a scenario for you, dude. It's gonna be kind of around the 50. Say we throw like a 10-yard pass or a 9-yard pass. It's 4th and 2. You fucking go for it?
No.
To try to get another or you just pin them back deep again?
No, you pin them back deep, dude. The score, we're up too much to risk that. You just pin them back deep.
All right.
Tanyan in motion.
I don't know, man. We'd be close, dude. Look at where we would be. We'd be on like the 38.
Tennessee bringing pressure. Rodgers on the move. Slings it.
Find someone.
Fuck, man. Intercepted.
Come on.
Rare interception by Rodgers.
Yep. Shit. Is that Baird? It's probably fucking Baird.
No, I don't.
Butler. It's Butler.
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget he's on this team.
Yeah. Titans loving them fucking Patriot fucking cast-offs. Butler and Logan Ryan.
That interception, that gives them decent field position.
Yeah. It's still in their territory at the moment, but yeah. It sucks. There's no way around it.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised because with it being in the 4th and being up 3 scores, I would have expected a safer pass. Honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me if they ran a draw. But I would have expected something safer, a dump off. Instead, Rodgers ends up on the move, slinging across his body to the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great decision on his part there.
No.
Like good, I'll say it was a good play by Butler, but Rodgers could have made a better decision with that.
Yep.
Frankly, he probably had some room where he could have just kept running.
Well, hey, man. All right. None worse for the wear, right? None worse for the rare. Where we get turnover, they get a turnover. We eat up some clock. They get a little less clock to work with. We're still up by 3 scores right now. Yeah, just keep playing, Ben, but don't break defense. Just don't. If you're gonna give up any points, at this point, I almost feel like they're not gonna kick field goals, so they're gonna go for it on any 4th down. It would be great if they could drive a little bit, but then we kind of put up a stop and we stop them on a 4th down, get the ball back. That'd be ideal, you know, because at that point you're thinking about like 7 minutes, 8 minutes left in the game. We get them on 4 downs, we get the ball back, we eat up another at least probably 2 or 3. Man, if we got the ball, if it's still 33-7 or whatever, 3-3, whatever it is, with under 5 minutes to go, I feel good about it. I feel really good about it. So,
dude, I'm honestly,
I feel pretty good about it now, but
the way the secondary has been swarming and we've been getting pressure with the pass rush, I'm gonna call a 3rd interception, man. I think we snag another.
he doesn't get them very often because no one throws his way. But I think Jerry Alexander should get another fucking interception this year.
Dude,
I mean,
he's been closing on him. Like he's
Yeah.
been trying to jump the routes.
all right, 1st and 10.
Really?
Hand
Jesus
off to
Christ, they are
Henry.
still running the ball.
Yeah, they will always run it, dude. They will always run the ball.
Whatever, man. I'll give him 6 yards with 12 minutes left on the clock.
So they do it because how many times have you seen Derrick Henry just fucking bust one for like 60, 70 yards for a touchdown? Staying committed to the run. Oh wow, it's his first pick in a long time, December, January.
Yeah. It was the first pick in 5 years.
So
for December, January at Lambeau.
So Henry he's almost just as good at breaking one as is catching a deep pass. I mean, he's just that good.
I disagree, man. You got A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, and the tight end ain't bad either. I would be out there trying to take deep shots right now. It ain't enough time on the clock to be running with Henry. The chances of him breaking a big one, I think it's a lot more likely you break a big pass.
Get there.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Be a sack,
I
or
don't
did he pick up a
know. I
yard?
think he picked up about 1 or 2 yards.
Who was that? Gary and Lancaster in on that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we've been saying Rashawn Gary's name a lot tonight.
Yeah. He's looking a little gassed right now, but good job, man. He's getting snaps, man. He's getting snaps tonight. He looks super gassed though. Get Gary out of there.
Vernon Scott, our 7th round rookie,
Getting
came
snaps
in there with
huh?
a nice lick, but probably 17-yard gain for the Titans.
Hey man, get Gary out of there. I don't want to see him in there. He was looking real gas.
Yeah, I think they replaced him with Garvin.
Yep. Z's in there though. I like that. Clark, Lowry.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, okay. Who was it? Was
Vernon
that
Scott.
Savage who just got in the way and made Henry trip over him?
No, Vernon Scott.
Vernon Scott? Okay.
I'm surprised Vernon Scott's getting meaningful snaps in this game, man.
Welcome to the NFL, young man.
No, it almost makes me wonder why he is in there, though. So
Dude,
I see
Henry
Amos.
has got 93 yards right now. I think he called for under 100.
I did. A lot of ball game left, too, and they're feeding them.
Dude, they keep feeding. I guess they figure they're in the red zone, so he's going to be their best shot.
Yeah.
But it's eating up clock.
Yeah, they got A.J. Brown on the sidelines. All right, let's get Gary back in there.
Run again here. Oh, no, play action.
Come on, someone get there.
We are getting pressure every time.
Yeah.
We're
having a pretty good pass rush this game.
Which I don't know where it's coming from, but all of a sudden we have a pretty decent pass rush. So I guess that they're running just to protect Tannehill right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, they put Brown back in. We got Preston Smith in there. Derrick Henry's on the sidelines.
Derrick Henry needed a breather, man. He's over there freaking gasping for air.
So they have not run the ball with any running back besides Derrick Henry in this game. I'm really surprised by that. Ooh, nice push, but okay.
That's just a bad pass by Tannehill.
Hey, good, bad, ugly. I will probably give the good to the secondary in this game. These are some pretty good receivers on Tennessee, and we are doing a great job against them.
Dude, honestly, this entire defense, we're talking about Tennessee is the number 1 scoring offense coming into this game. We've got them at 14 points right now.
Yeah.
And they're at 3rd and 10.
Yeah. This
defense.
Let's
put the pressure on.
Okay, we got Gary back in there. Here we go. We got the pass rushers in there.
Come on, baby.
Let's do it, baby.
They got Gary and Smith lined up.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Get there.
Little dump off, and we stop them short. They're going to be looking at like a 4th.
Yeah, they got to go for it. They're going to go for it. I like it. I like the call. I would have liked to see a little bit better fucking push on the pocket.
Technically, if they take the field goal here, they could get 2 touchdowns with two two-point conversions.
Yeah,
but it looks like they're going to go for it.
Do they got Henry back in there to at least throw something? Man, if we can get fourth down stop here, this is big. This is so fucking big. Come on.
It's going to be important that we play disciplined here. They might try a misdirection like they did with Tannehill's
Come on.
run.
There's
early.
no one up the middle. If I don't like the fact there's no one up the middle. Get there.
Gary's
Get there,
got the
Gary.
pressure. Oh!
Yeah!
Dude, Alexander coming in there, breaking up that pass. I think that's his third or fourth breakup of the game, and that is a turnover on downs. Dude, this defense is playing loose, man. They're out there feeling confident. Offense is confident. Young guys stepping up who haven't played much of a role.
This
so
is
far.
how I expect their defense to play every fucking week, dude. Like, why can't they play like this every week?
Dude, I mean,
the number one scoring offense in the league, and they are playing like an elite defense tonight, which shows me that they have the capabilities.
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
It. Why
man.
can you not do this week in and week out? Why did you let fucking teams with lesser rushing attacks gash you for like 200 yards rushing on like scrub running backs? Why? Now, Dalvin Cook's a good running back. Like, I'll admit that game. They got a great rushing attack. But other than that, man, like, why? Like, what?
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you this much. This defense is peaking at the right time.
They need to.
I mean, the offense has been consistently great all year long. And frankly, I am not underestimating. I seriously think that the emergence of A.J. Dillon in this game, I think this is going to add a new dynamic to the offense. Now you add in a defense that's starting to fly around and make plays. If our special teams can pull it together and not make a catastrophic error every game, dude, who's going to beat us on the path to the Super Bowl?
As exciting as A.J. Dillon's been, I will fully be on 100% on board. I am so excited about A.J. Dillon. I am absolutely giddy about what Rashawn Gary's doing out in this field tonight. Rashawn Gary. And now, I never once thought that he was a bust, ever. He was a rookie last year. Rookies don't contribute much, and he was hurt. And earlier this year, he was hurt too. And he had to learn a whole new position. He was a defensive end in like a 4-3, and his primary job was to just kind of contain the run on the edge. And that's why the stats were never there. He is now primarily like a Khalil Mack outside rusher. That's his job now. And he is finally starting to blossom and show us what he can do. And he is going, if he can continue to take the next step next year and build off what he's already got, holy cow, we could be looking at like someone just as effective as like Za'Darius is.
Dude, and that's, I never necessarily called Gary a bust, but I have consistently felt like his ceiling wasn't going to be elite. Like, I felt like he couldn't put it together. I am glad that he has proven me wrong right now. He is really starting to come on, and if he continues this trajectory, you're right, he could be just as good as Za'Darius.
Love that run. I didn't hate the Gary pick when we got him. I didn't hate it. So who I really wanted was Ed Oliver. That's who I wanted in drafting. He just didn't get to us. And then I wanted Jeffrey Simmons. That's kind of who I wanted. There,
I really wanted. He went, I think, one pick before us. Right tackle Jonah Williams went to the Bengals.
Yeah.
And obviously, as we saw, we let go of Balaga. It would have been nice to have a long-term right tackle option. I do want to comment on that last run by Dillon there. Rookie mistake.
The ball came out.
Tried to stretch out for extra yardage. They knocked the ball out. Thankfully, it goes out of bounds, and
there was no need. There was no need to do that with where the ball was at, and I love that run. We feed the ball back to him. So this is how I envision when we did our early season podcast, and we talked about like the role of like A.J. Dillon. It hasn't come to fruition, but this is exactly what I thought that Green Bay was going to use A.J. Dillon for since week one. Is late in fourth quarters when we have a lead, feed A.J. Dillon the ball, wear defenses down, pick up those first downs, and keep the clock running. This should be the A.J. Dillon drive. Give the ball to him consistently. As long as he's picking up 3, 4, 5 yards per carry on this drive, keep feeding him the ball. This is what needs to happen. This is it.
Fighting for yards. And honestly, I would not mind seeing, we haven't run this all game long.
Hmm.
And they're biting. They're getting to the point where they're biting on the runs. Do an end around, man. Give Tavon Austin a little end around, see what he can pick up.
How we play our game plan against this, against Tennessee tonight, this is the same game plan we need to use against Seattle if we play them in playoffs. This is how we beat Seattle.
So I don't know if you just saw that stat. Dylan officially over 100
114.
yards.
Yep, 114.
Aaron Jones, he's at 94 yards. If we can have 200-yard rushers every week, no one's going to beat us, man.
Nice. I
And
like that call.
Davante takes off. Is this going to be a touchdown? I mean,
No, he's out. He's out.
dude,
But
he's pissed. He was pissed. He was looking end zone.
that might be his. I think that's his second catch in the second half.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet in the second half.
Yeah.
But dude, I love watching this guy play. The way every single pass, he reaches out and snatches it with his hands. And he's ready to run. He's shifty. His footwork is just phenomenal.
I would love to see Rodgers get another touchdown here, though, on this drive to kind of offset that pick he threw. But I won't be picky.
Yeah,
I'm
still surprised we have not called MBS's name
not once.
a single time this game.
You know what? You can't. That's the first negative play I think I've seen all game. Yeah, you say that. I haven't. I keep meaning to look, but I have not seen MBS even out there. Like
I on that Davante catch and run, MBS was out there blocking.
I figured he was because he is a good run blocker. He's a very good run blocker. So I figured he would always be out there for the running plays. Lazard's a good run blocker. In fact, I would say the worst run blocking receiver we have is Davante.
Yeah.
But he's fucking Davante. Yeah, but he's fucking Davante. So you just don't take him out.
Yeah, and that's you don't even need to have him run block. You just use him as a decoy. Yeah. So this point, they're just loading the box and we're running.
Yeah, we're trying to eat this clock up. Trying to eat the clock up.
I don't know if I like that though. Like I think you could probably run some play action with high percentage passes.
As I said, at this point, I would love to have a field goal at least. If we can get a field goal, I think it's game because it's definitely a 3-score game by far. With them needing to get at least one 2-point conversion to tie it. And
right now we're looking 3rd and 10 with 4 minutes left.
Now at this point, don't do anything crazy. Like I'm almost cool with a check down. They're gonna get the ball back with less than 4 minutes with 3 scores.
It would not surprise me if they draw.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Going deep shot to Davante Adams.
Got him.
He makes dude. Did you see Rodgers' fucking breadbasket? That ball couldn't have been anywhere else. And Rodgers just drops it in there. Defender's completely oblivious. He had no chance.
Hope all the Buffalo Bills fans are watching this because this is the MVP in action right now. You guys got yourself a good quarterback there in Buffalo, but this is the best. This is the best.
Dude, honestly, there's been zero talk about this whatsoever. I haven't heard anyone mention it. But Davante Adams, I think he's got a legitimate claim to MVP.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Like, if Derrick Henry's in the conversation, Davante Adams should be in the
conversation. If Davante doesn't win at least wide receiver of the year, it's a sham. It's a fucking sham. So second and goal.
That pass Rodgers made, like, dude, and the aggression. You're talking under 4 minutes.
Yeah, we're sitting here talking about rushing the ball and then putting it back to them. Like putting them back, and then LaFleur just calls up a fucking fade route down the sideline.
Yeah, I don't think that's LaFleur. I think any time Rodgers sees Davante one-on-one, he's taking that shot. Now, hands down. I think every single time. He's taking it.
Come on. Yeah, he's in. Touchdown. That's game, dude.
Dude,
that's game. That's game.
2 touchdown game by the young buck.
Hey, breaking out party, dude. Hey, feature this man in Chicago next week. Feature this man.
His first Lambeau leap wasn't so smooth, though.
That's the second one.
Yeah, I think he didn't jump the first time. I think that was
he tried to. He tried to, but he's too fat to get up. So you get up there.
Dude, he is fighting for those yards. Dude.
Yeah, it's touchdown.
Why has it taken this long to give this kid a chance?
I legit. Well, he was out for over a month with COVID stuff.
I know, but before
But
that, he'd get
I don't think he
maybe
was
3
ready
carries a
yet,
game?
man. I I honestly think he just didn't know the playbook yet, dude. I just don't think he knew the playbook. With the COVID season, like he didn't have the normal off season. He couldn't like, do the normal like rookie training camp stuff and whatnot. I just don't think that he knew the playbook enough. Like he's finally is he is now in week 16 where he should have been in like week 3, like in a normal off season. That's my personal opinion. And on top of that, you also happen to have Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones, who are amazing fucking running backs. And it's not like you had a clear need to like use him like this. I mean, I don't know. I think it was just a combination of a couple different. Well, he's good, man. He's going to be a fucking great player for us.
Dude, I mean, I got to tell you, I feel a hell of a lot more comfortable having seen it. Obviously the brass saw something in him.
He did the gold. He
Taking
did
him
the
in the
gold.
second round, where a lot of people thought he was overdrafted. A lot of people said, "Oh, we could have got him in the third or the fourth." We take him in the second, and we don't use him all year. It left a lot of questions. This game has made me feel a lot better that this kid has got the skills to be.
Hey man.
Frankly, to be a feature back.
Hey, that's game.
That's game, baby.
We won this.
Hey, you used to be the number 1 scoring offense in Tennessee. We just dropped the 40 burger on you.
Dude, we didn't just beat a potential playoff contender. We dominated
We thoroughly dominated them.
This is the game I expected us to have all year. Like this is how I expect us to play every week. If we can have a 40 or 14 game against Tennessee, we can beat anyone. I feel like we can legitimately beat fucking anyone.
Dude, I'm telling if our offense can roll out there with 200-yard rushers and
Rodgers,
Davante
hey, look at that. Rodgers has missed 4 passes all game. He's missed 4. How's that for completion percentage?
Dude, this team is getting more dangerous.
Okay, we got Josh Jackson out there. He's on all right, they're still gonna hand the ball up.
Tennessee's mailing it in, man. They just ran the ball.
Would not Henry either.
Yep. They got their backup quarterback in. Yeah, they're trying to get out of town.
Hey, we definitely won this.
Dude, wow. They actually pulled their starters. We broke their will. Fuck, man. I got to go get another. Dude, we have not seen a thoroughly dominant victory like this in some time.
Not against a playoff. Like, the Titans are amazing. Did you see what they did against fucking Buffalo? Like 6-7 weeks ago? They dismantled
Tennessee,
Buffalo.
They blew out the Colts in one of their games. They clawed back against the Browns in one of the best games of the year. Last year, playoffs, they went on an epic run, knocked off number 1 seed Baltimore, knocked off the Patriots, gave the Chiefs a hell of a game where it required a, heroic comeback by Mahomes. The Titans are a damn good team, and we just kicked the shit out of them.
Hey, not just that. Just think about the fact that LaFleur used to, be the OC for the Titans, and hey, student becomes the master, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I give Gutekunst some crap sometimes, but
I think we hired the right guy.
The hire of Matt LaFleur was a genius decision.
And I wasn't on board with it.
Yeah, I was calling for like Josh McDaniels.
I was just going for like the big name guys, like the guys I've already heard of. And I feel like LaFleur has forever changed my perception in like NFL hires going forward, where before I can really judge it or give it any type of a grade or a real analysis, I just need to kind of let it play out and like see how it goes. Because yeah, I wanted Josh McDaniels, but Josh McDaniels also flamed out in Denver the chance he got, and he went back to New England. And
he was real young when that happened, though. And honestly, what he's done this year with the New England offense, having to deal with Cam Newton and no-name receivers, no-name tight ends, like, he's done a very respectable job of
Yeah.
transforming that
Yeah,
offense.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve another head coaching job, but at this point, I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't give up before for.
Yeah, no, I agree,
doing
man.
this.
I am happy to admit that I was wrong in
Mhm.
wanting Josh McDaniels over Matt LaFleur. At the time, Matt LaFleur had a single season as offensive coordinator,
Mhm.
and the offensive coordinator wasn't that great. But I mean, I said it at the time we hired him. I said, man, he must have knocked that interview out of the park. They must have.
I can see why.
He must have said something that
He's a
lit
culture
fire under their
guy.
butts.
He's a culture guy. It's not just like his play on the field and whatnot. It's the way he just like manages the team and like does stuff. Like he doesn't like he's like kind of the opposite. McCarthy would like run his players into the ground doing practices and stuff like that, and then they'd be gassed for the games. Well, Fleur believes heavily in like practicing, but also giving his players like ample time to rest and recover. Our injuries have been vastly down since the McCarthy era, if you've noticed.
Yeah, dude, I
I
want to
love
see
the
us
way
another.
I love the way our defense is still playing just like lights
Yeah,
out. Like
I want to see another interception here. They got their backup in throwing
yeah.
wild passes. Come on, let's
Hey,
bring one
fuck
down,
it, dude.
fellas.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go get another goddamn touchdown before this game's over. Let him go
It's
for
fourth and
fourth and
seven right now.
seven. We get the ball back. It's just about in the goddamn red zone. Let's put up 47 on these goddamn guys, huh? Oh, they're
All right,
punting it.
they're punting it, man. They want to go home.
This
They're
is it,
done
dude.
with the cold.
Yeah, this. You know what? I bet we just run this ball and they don't even call timeouts. Yeah, I bet we just run this ball and we don't even call timeouts. So.
Yeah. Minute 41 left. Technically, they have 3 timeouts, but I
Well,
think you're
man,
right, man.
how about one more celebratory beer?
I hear that, brother. It's this is. Oh, I'll let you get your beer and come back.
I'll still talk until I can get back, but you keep going.
I was just gonna say, I think this is probably the biggest game of the year for us, and has by far been the best performance. This team has stepped up when they needed to. I think they've, laid to rest any doubts from the Tampa game. Um, I couldn't have asked for more with this game. Defense played phenomenal. Offense played phenomenal. I guess the one thing I would ask is the special teams not having such horrible mistakes. Um, but yeah, man, killer game, killer game. This was fun to watch.
Love it, dude. I love it.
And Corey Linsley coming back out first game after injury, and he
Held up
was
well.
looking good, man.
I'm surprised he even played in this game.
Dude,
Like I
well,
thought he was going to
honestly,
be out until the playoffs, dude.
Dude, with Rick Wagner getting carted to the locker room, we're fortunate that Linsley was back.
Yeah.
We would have had
Yes,
to
we are.
do some serious shuffling. So it's that injury to Wagner didn't look great. So we got to hope we don't run into any more offensive line injuries. That is something we've dealt with a lot of those this year, but thankfully we've played well through it. God, I want to see them give Tim Boyle one fucking pass. Poor guy.
Yeah, I
Never
haven't had a
gets
chance.
to
Are
throw
we
the
still
ball.
out there with Rodgers? Are we still out there with Rodgers right now?
No, Tim Boyle was in victory
In there?
formation.
Well, who was it? Like, I don't know if it was the Packers. There was someone last week where they put the backup in and then like they handed it off once and then they took it to the house for a touchdown. So the backup didn't even get a chance to even like really play. Oh, like that.
All right, baby. Run me through the stats, Drew. I wanna hear just how dominant this game was for us.
Will do, my man. Will do. And a dominant win it has been. All right. So, passing attack. Rodgers, 231. So not a super high yardage game. Rodgers has never really had any like really big passing yard seasons though. Like if you think about it, not like a. I mean, now it's like Mahomes who gets all the passing yards, and before Mahomes it was Drew Brees who got all the passing yards. Rodgers has never really been like. I don't know if Rodgers has ever won the passing yardage title, ever,
I'm
but
not sure. I think the
yeah,
highest he ever got was like 4,800.
yeah. He won't get there this year, I'm sure, but
I'm
four,
fine with that.
but 4 touchdowns and 1 pick and only 1 sack with a QB rating of 128. So I'll take that all day, man. That's fucking solid. Uh, on the opposite side, we got Ryan Tannehill, who went 11 for 24 for only 121 yards passing. He only passed for 121 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 picks and 2 sacks.
Wow, man.
Yeah, he had a QB rating of 40.5.
Dude,
So
we handled him.
yeah. Hey, I was correct. Derrick Henry under 100 yards rushing, dude.
Was he got like 99?
98 yards. Hey, dude, I'm right. I was right. Holy shit. I would never guess that. I thought for sure Derrick Henry was going to have, I thought Derrick Henry was going to like lock up the MVP after this game, after having like 450 yards rushing, like 7 touchdowns. But Derrick Henry, 23 carries for 98 yards. Only this is a really respectable average still, but 4.3 yards per carry. His longest run was only 10 yards. Hey, dude, you went up against probably the best rushing attack in the NFL, and you held their best rusher to under 98 or under 100 yards, and I'll take that all day. Dude, that's awesome. That's fucking really cool.
It was a
Right?
complete defensive performance, man.
Yeah. Ryan Tannehill did have 55 yards rushing, but most of it came on a 45-yard run for the touchdown.
And I'll say,
It was a
I
great
just
call,
think
though.
that was a brilliant play call.
Yeah, it was. It was. A.J. Dillon led all rushers with 124 on 21 carries. First 20-plus yard carry game of his career. He got 2 touchdowns and a 5.9-yard average.
Hey, dude, what did I say? This was going to be the kids coming out party. He
Yep.
did not let down.
Yep. Don't sleep on Aaron Jones, though. He was really productive as well. He only had 10 carries, but he had 94 yards. Most of those coming on a 59-yard run. But even if you take away that 59-yard run and you analyze those other nine carries, he was still very effective on that. Moving on to the receivers, Davante. He was the only receiver who really stuck out for either side. He had 12 targets for 11 receptions. So he only missed one of his targets. Awesome. 142 yards with 3 touchdowns. I mean, the best receiver in the NFL just continues to prove that he's the best fucking receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, also, I do want to interrupt you real quick. They're showing on the broadcast here, players of the game. They are putting Rashawn Gary up there as a player of the game. 5 tackles and 5 QB hurries. That's
Really?
Young man is really making his presence felt, and he's only going to get better, man. When I watch him, he's playing entirely with his strength and athleticism. He's not using technique yet. When that kid learns how to use his hands, he's going to be a force.
I agree. Other than Davante, no one else really did much of anything
Did
for
Corey
us.
Davis have a catch at all?
No, he had 2 targets with no catches.
And then A.J. Brown, what did we hold him to?
He had 8 targets, but he only had 4 catches for 43 yards. So, hey man, dude, we held their best 2 receivers to 4 catches and 43 yards. I mean, can you really ask for anything better than that? And they're really good receivers, dude. Really good receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit, dude. Like, A.J. Brown was their best receiver with 4 catches and 43 yards. There's no receiver on Tennessee who had anywhere really. The only other one was Jonnu Smith, who had 3 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. But all the other receivers had 1 catch. I mean, it was just a complete secondary shutdown. Complete secondary shutdown. Awesome. Loved it. For us, yeah, besides Davante, there really wasn't anyone who did anything. EQ had 1 for a touchdown. Tanyan had 1 catch. Jones had 2 catches. Lazard had 2 catches. But nothing of to note, man. Really
MVS didn't have a single target, did he?
No, he didn't have a single target. Nope.
It's
Chris
interesting
Barnes.
that we never took a deep shot this whole game.
No, not one. Didn't need to, I guess.
But I mean, you would think it would be even more effective when the running game's working so well.
Mm-hmm. You would think. Chris Barnes led all defensive players with 7 tackles on the Packers side. That was about it for him, though. Nothing else. David Long Jr. had 9 total tackles for Titans. Yeah, fuck the Titans, though. Fuck them. Let's see. Darnell Savage had 3 passes defensed. Awesome to see that. 3 passes defensed. Amos had 1. Preston Smith had 1. He had a really cool one. Jerry Alexander had 3 passes defense as well. Best corner in the league. Continues to prove he's the best corner in the league. Let's see here.
Wait, so
Yeah.
who had our picks? We had Kirksey and was it Savage?
Yeah, it was Savage. Kirksey and Savage. Yep. I'm Malcolm Butler for the Titans. Kick returns, nothing to note for that. Punt returns, nothing to note for that. As for kicking, there wasn't a single field goal attempted on that. So here's a really cool stat. I want to look it up here. So remember a couple weeks ago, we did this off the podcast, but a couple weeks ago I sent you a snippet, a stat that had Rodgers at 45 total touchdowns, and the Packers had 44 total punts on the year. Yeah. And that was 2 weeks ago. That was before last week's game. And I know for a fact Rodgers only had, I think, 2 touchdowns last week, and we punted like 4 or 5 times. So that obviously got overlapped. But Green Bay did not punt today. Not a single punt against the Titans. And Rodgers had 4 touchdowns. So I would like to see that stat again to see how close. I think Rodgers probably overtook that, and Rodgers has more passing touchdowns than he does. And we do punting this year, which is
I
awesome
think
stat.
Rodgers. I think it's a pretty safe bet that he's gonna have his career high in touchdowns this year.
If you want, if we have some time, I'll look that up real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they update these things right after the game.
Well, I will probably be able to tell here real quick. So for touchdowns, no, they haven't updated them yet. But 40 touchdowns going into this game, but he had 4 today, so he's at 44 passing touchdowns.
And his career high is 45, if I'm not mistaken.
His career high for touchdowns is 45. So he is 1 touchdown pass away from matching his career high, which was in 2011 when we went 15-1. So all he needs is 2 touchdown passes. Dude, how insane will that be if he doesn't win the MVP when he literally crushed his own stats? Like,
dude, he's
when
the
he
MVP,
was the MVP.
man. He's the MVP. I don't think anyone else. Mahomes was there, but he's not been playing well the past few weeks. I mean, he had a 3 interception game against the Dolphins. He barely beat the Falcons today.
Wow, holy shit. Here's a cool stat I'd never looked at before until now. All right, so I'm looking at all of his sacks by year, including this game, which he had 1 today. Aaron Rodgers is at 19 sacks on the year. If he doesn't get sacked at all next week, or if he gets sacked like even once, it would be the lowest he's ever had in his entire career for sacks. His lowest he's ever had was in 2013, where he got sacked 21 times. He's at 19 right now. That's a crazy stat. In 2012, just for reference, our Super Bowl year when we won Super Bowl, he got sacked 31 times. The most he's ever been sacked was in 2012, the year after our 15-1 year, where he got sacked 51 times. He's only been sacked 19 times.
Dude, I'll admit I was wrong, man. I really thought when the season started that we would regret letting Brian Bulaga go. And honestly, I do still think that the Rick Wagner signing was kind of a waste of money. You save a couple mil, and he's been on the bench half the year. But Billy Turner has stepped up, and he has made the loss of Bulaga. I mean, frankly, the line has been better than it was with Bulaga, at least in terms of pass protection. So, man, I'll admit I was wrong there. This offensive line is elite. and I'm glad we got Bakhtiari locked up.
Same. Same, dude. He continues to prove his worth week in, week out. Man, you want to do this is a big time win for us. You want to do a player of the game for offense and defensive side?
Yeah. I'll start. Defense.
It's a lot to pick from, dude. For once, it's a hard decision, dude. You got a lot to pick from.
I'm gonna actually say player of the game on defense, Kenny Clark.
Okay.
He was in the backfield a lot. He was in on a lot of those tackles on Henry. He was just a disruptor. He didn't necessarily make like the splash plays that show up on the stats sheet, but he played a massive role in limiting Derrick Henry and also in the pass rush.
He did. I can't contest that. Played great. My pick's gonna go to Rashawn Gary. I mean, I just every time I saw that goddamn guy out in the field, he was making some type of a play. Now he didn't really get the stats to show it, but he was a disruptor consistently. Man, the guy seemed to have turned a corner. He's gonna be he is ready to be a player in this league. He's gonna be and we need him. We need him to start balling out in playoffs if we want to make a run. He's one of those
I like the
guys where
fact
we
that
need to
Darnell
him.
Savage had 3 passes defense and an interception and was flying around with tackles, and neither of us picked him as defensive player of the game.
I would, but I just feel like even that Darnell Savage pick, I feel like Savage wouldn't have got that if it wasn't for Gary getting the pressure on the quarterback on that play. Like Gary kind of caused that, but Savage was in a great position to make a play. Savage would certainly be up there for me. He would probably be my next pick if I had to pick a second defensive player of the game. I guess I'll lead off for offense because I just want to pick the player before you go and steal him for me. I'm picking AJ Dillon though, so I'm pretty sure that's who you were gonna probably pick too. But how could you not pick AJ Dillon in this game? I mean, you
Yeah.
can probably go Davante, but Davante is doing Davante stuff. He does it every week in and week out.
Yeah, that's the thing. The guy has a 3 touchdown, 11 catch, 140-yard game, and you're like, oh, it's just another week from Davante.
Yeah, the dude just got just 3 touchdowns, and we're just like, he's not player of the game. It's just what Davante does, dude. He's got to have like a 7 touchdown game for us to really ever fucking pick him again because it's just that good.
I mean, yeah, AJ Dillon had a phenomenal game, and like not only stats wise, like just the physicality of his game, where he was literally carrying Titans defenders, and I genuinely believe this is going to add a new wrinkle to our offense. But that said, the presence of Davante Adams, he's what helps to open that stuff up, because every single play he's out there, the defense has to account for him. And even when he's the guy that they're doubling, dude still comes down with 3 touchdowns. Like he's the best receiver in the NFL, hands
Like
down, man.
how can you pick anyone else? How can you pick anyone else?
But and you look, Aaron Jones nearly had a 100-yard game, and he's 4th down on this list. We don't even mention Rodgers because we just expect Rodgers to be phenomenal.
Well, we just expect the MVP to just play at an MVP level week in and week out. So, I mean, complete offensive domination, I think, is what we're getting at. We took a good defense. It's not like I know Titans were ranked last in like sacks and like pass rush defense. They're coached by a defensive-minded coach. They have playmakers at all 3 levels of the football. They're a good defense. Like there's no qualms about it. I think they're a good defense. They're just not playing elite like they have in years past, like last year. But that's a good defense, and even a defense with that talent level, a good offensive team shouldn't drop like 40 points on a team like that. But we did. So, I mean, it was this is the most complete game we've played all year. I think I would
by
say
by far.
Yeah.
And like I said at the beginning of this game, I honestly believe that this is our best representation of what it will be like to face the Chiefs if we make the Super Bowl, assuming the Chiefs do make it to the big dance. I think they will, but I don't know. Buffalo's pretty feisty. they might be able to upset them. Or if a team like Baltimore gets in and
Yeah.
gets hot, that I could see them upsetting
Mhm.
them. But yeah, man, like I think we just performed phenomenally today. I think maybe one good quick conversation to have before we call it a night is looking ahead to the NFC playoffs. Technically, we do not have the number one seed wrapped up yet. We got to
We gotta
take care
win
of
next
business at
week.
Chicago next week.
Mhm.
And also, if we win next week, we get to knock the Bears out of the postseason. So
Mhm.
that's always a plus. Although I
Love that.
really hope that they're stupid enough to pay Trubisky and hold on to Nagy.
I hope that we can get an insane pass rush on Trubisky, and we can build off. Like, I hope this is our defensive performance that we play against Tennessee. If we can play the same way against Chicago that we play against Tennessee on the defensive side, holy fucking shit balls, dude. We're gonna have like 8 sacks. We're gonna have like 4 interceptions. It's gonna be a complete disaster and a teardown of Mitchell fucking Trubisky. Like, I'm excited to watch this game next week. It's gonna be. Well, Chicago always plays us good. Chicago always seems to play us pretty good, but I'm excited about this game. So
So let's say this. Let's say this. I'm going to assume we pull out the W because we know what's on the line. We want the number one seed.
mhm.
We play hard and we get the W. That's going to knock Chicago out of the playoffs, and that puts Arizona at seed 7, Los Angeles at seed 6, Tampa seed 5. NFC East, that's probably going to be Washington, but we don't really know yet. And then you're going to have Seattle, the Saints, and us. So going through that field, um, you've got some very strong defenses in there. And then you have a couple offenses who rely on exceptional QBs. Uh, Namely, I'm speaking about the Seahawks and the Cardinals, but they don't have much else around them. Um, and honestly, if I'm going through all those teams and picking who I'm most scared of, it's probably Tampa. Just that I know they've been hot and cold and streaky,
Mhm.
but Tom Brady in the playoffs with an elite offensive cast and an elite defensive cast, I don't want to face them again.
They're get they're getting pretty hot again too. They also have Antonio Brown since they've last
Yeah,
like
yeah, and
Antonio.
he's been scoring touchdowns like every week.
I know Antonio Brown's their third fucking receiver. Their third receiver. You're talking about a Hall of Fame receiver who has been like a consensus number one overall receiver for years and years on end. Is their third receiver on their
Dude,
team?
they have 3 wide receivers capable of being a number one. They got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and then they've got Rob Gronkowski and OJ Howard and Cameron Bray and Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette. Like, dude, they're stacked. They're stacked.
LaShawn McCoy is their third fucking running back. You know that,
Yeah,
right? He's
that's
about,
the thing. Like, I think the only thing holding Tampa Bay back
is Tampa.
it's honestly lack of chemistry.
Mhm.
I think they've got too many personalities. But if you were ever gonna pick a guy to pull it together, it would be Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's no excuse. I feel like Tom Brady's got the best offense he's arguably has ever had in his career. So, I mean,
yeah,
holy
man. So
shit.
it's honestly, I don't want to face Tampa again. Uh, I like the Saints. Like they got a dangerous defense. Obviously, they're full of offensive weapons. But I sincerely believe if they come to the cold of Lambeau, I don't think Breeze is going to be able to get it done.
No. I'm pulling for. I want the Super Bowl to go through Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like we just haven't had it happen too often. I want home field advantage for the first time. I feel like so many things would have been different. Do you realize that the Fail Mary play way back when we had the fucking fake refs, if they were called that correctly, we would have had home field advantage in the playoffs that year. That was the like everyone's like, oh, don't worry about the Packers will still make the playoffs and snap. Yeah, we did make the playoffs. We did. We just had to play on the road, you know, because of that. We would have had home field advantage in the playoffs that year if they would have called that correctly. Maybe we would have won Super Bowl that year. Who knows? Like it's just and I think the only year we've ever had home field advantage in the playoffs like continuously was when we went 15-1 and we just happened to fucking blow it and lose to the goddamn like 8-8 Giants in our first game in the playoffs. If you remember that, we went 15-1. Giants barely made the playoffs as a fucking 6 seed. They won their matchup in the wild card, and they came into Lambeau, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna get fucking crushed," and they somehow fucking beat us. And I think that was the same year that they ended up going on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. By the way,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to look at the NFC East, and they're kind of in a situation where, the Giants, both of the Super Bowls they won, they came in as kind of a joke, no one taking them seriously, and they got hot. And the NFC East, like, one of those teams could theoretically get hot. Like, they have talented players, particularly Washington. They've got a young defense that's really coming together. And since Alex Smith has taken over as QB, he's kind of stabilized him a little bit. No, don't misconstrue me. I would be very happy facing the Washington football team. But
but they're gonna be like the 4 seed though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, so the way it's probably going to shake out, you're probably going to have the Saints as the 2, and they'll be facing the Cardinals. Then you'll have the Seahawks as the 3, and they would be facing the Rams. And then you'll have, let's say, Washington as the 4 facing Tampa.
Yep.
So out of that, you probably get Tampa wins. I think the Rams are a better team than the Seahawks, but I don't know. They were saying Jared Goff might have hurt his thumb in this game.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They might send him next week. Who knows?
Yeah, but let's assume he's healthy. I think they're probably the better team, and they win. Well, I don't know, man. Russell Wilson.
That's a true that's a true toss up. That's a true toss up.
Yeah, that's a toss up. I'm gonna give it to the Rams. I'll give it to the Rams and say that they win. And then between the Saints and Arizona, the Saints probably win. So then the next week we face the lowest seed, which would be in that scenario, it would be the Rams. And
Yep.
And then the Saints would be facing the Bucks, which that would be a hell of a matchup.
I feel like we would match up pretty well against the Rams, though. I feel like we would match up
Rams
okay.
got a good defense.
Yeah, they do, but I feel like their best assets are their corner or their receivers, and I feel like our corners could match up very well against the receivers.
Yeah,
which
and honestly,
leaves,
like Aaron Donald, obviously their best defensive player. Our interior offensive line,
I think we could
may be
handle
the best
him
in the league.
to a point. Yeah, like he's going to get there. Like we'd have to like obviously account for him, and obviously you got. I feel like our rushing attack would have to come alive in that game because I mean Davante I think will do okay, but he is going to have like Ramsey on him. I don't expect a 3 touchdown game out of Davante when he's got Ramsey on him.
That's a game where we would need MVS and Lazard to step up, Tanyan.
I think honestly, that's a game we should win, though. I feel like it's a game we should win, though, still.
Dude, yeah, honestly, I look at the NFC field, and I feel like we can beat any NFC team. I don't want to face the Bucks. Like, I think we're capable of beating them, but I would prefer to not face them. Anyone else, I'll take our odds.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask you this because I really don't know. I think because we won this game, even if we lose next week, but and the Saints win, since we own the tiebreaker over them, we would still get the number 1 seed. I think the only one we're battling with at the moment is the Seahawks. Now, if we lose and the Seahawks win, do they become the number 1 seed then? Because we didn't lock up the number 1 seed, so there's got to be something.
Right. I think there is a scenario where the Seahawks can get it. So I think we would have to lose. Seahawks would have to win. I think they would also need New Orleans to lose.
Why would they need New Orleans to lose though? Like it doesn't make sense. If New Orleans has to lose, then they should also be a factor in the number 1 seed then. Because New Orleans can't beat us for the number 1 seed.
wins. So that's why we beat them if we're tied. But I think based on win percentage, if all three of us are tied, then I think New Orleans or wait, no.
So
Shit. I don't know, man. They
yeah.
pay people lots of money to keep track of this shit.
I wish I had a job like that. That'd be a good job to have, I guess. Yeah, all I know is if we win, we're the 1 seed, and that's what I want. I just want to win, and we're the 1 seed. I don't want to deal with the other like what if scenarios. Just win and you're in, baby. That's it. Just win and you're
And
in.
then you're in. Well, you got any parting thoughts on this game tonight?
Nothing other than the fact that this was an awesome game. It wasn't the way I thought this game was gonna go, but I will gladly fucking take it, dude. Gladly take it. Most fun I've had watching the Packer game all season long against a
I'll
really
drink to
good
that,
team.
brother.
Against a really good team. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Oh, all right, pulling the Bakhtiari there. All right, man. Well, until next time, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
And one more week.
One more.
Playoffs.
One more. Let's go get that dub next week, dude.